I think we'd better get started. So, if I recall, when we had just left off, we had Stone and River, we had Alencia, and we had Chantal come back from a riveting day of doing just about nothing, settling back in the inn right about afternoon times. And anything especially you would have liked to be doing with your time at Ye Olde Inn?
Well, I think I got my rapiers upgraded, so I'm good on that. So I don't think I have anything, unless you guys do.
No, I can never really think of anything to do. Just like in real life. Oh.
We're bad D&D players. What do you want to
We
do? I don't know.
Well, I have a healing potion, so I'm okay.
You guys can literally do anything. What do you want to do? I don't know. You guys just want to like stay in and drink?
Right? Have a drink, go to bed early.
In bed by 10:30? Yes.
Oh, this is great. I've got no responsibilities in D&D land. Oh, don't gotta
Right.
Don't gotta work a job.
That's the real magical escape.
I'm gonna find just board games for you guys to play when we sit down to play D&D.
We could just move to Tabletop Simulator and literally do just that.
I was actually just about to say the same thing. It's like, we could do that. That could be a thing.
I actually think it'd be delightful.
We could.
Shit, Elizabeth might get out of bed for that.
Oh, that's fine. We could actually just switch to doing that today if you guys would prefer.
You guys ready to play some Settlers of Catan?
Let's fucking do it.
Yeah.
Do they have that in Tabletop Simulator?
I'm pretty
Probably.
Sure. Hold on, I'll check.
I don't have Tabletop Simulator, and it would take me too much time to get it. But this may be something we could put on the list for later.
Right, maybe instead of like just a one shot, we could literally just play like Monopoly.
Oh, never Monopoly.
Well, let's see.
Come on,
That
Gray.
could be a thing that
What about
we
Risk?
could just implement into D&D right now. Like,
Yes, except you have to play in character.
role-playing D&D.
There
Monopoly.
is a Settlers of Catan workshop mod for Tabletop Simulator.
Guys.
Nice.
I don't know, I've never actually played that. Like, is that a thing we could implement somehow in Roll20? Since someone doesn't have Tabletop Simulator.
I don't know if we could do it in Roll20, but I'm sure it could be done through.
Yeah.
We should totally put this on our list for January. Implement board.
All right. Note to self. Board. Where's the Notepads app?
I'm gonna have to buy Tabletop.
Should go on sale soon, so that's good.
The Steam Winter Sale should be gearing up any day now.
OG Games will have it too.
Sorry, the page is loading, so I can't hear anything right now.
Well, that's your loss.
I know. I'm gonna add it to my wish list so that it'll notify me when it. All right, it's on my wish list.
Sweet. In the meantime, while we get the whole board game thing up and running, would you all care to partake in an adventure?
You just went full robot for me.
Never go
I
full.
Discovered my secret. Is the voice synthesizer working now?
Still
Thank
robot.
goodness.
Yep.
They've discovered my true form.
Oh no.
Come on. Well, that's not gonna work.
He might be trying to fix his mic or
I
something.
was trying to, but then that didn't work so well.
It seems to be working better now.
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
And it's
Much
something to do
better.
with the voice modulator. I mean, I had to fix my connection to the internet, which I am not made of.
Right, the poison for Cusco.
Yes, what you said, fellow human. I mean, Kimberly.
Fellow meatbag. Ha ha ha.
Ha ha. Shall we synthesize an adventure today? What am I kicking?
I'm trying to decide if it's my internet going out or if everybody's turning to robots.
I think everyone's turning into robots.
It's probably Discord's fault.
I just assumed it was me because I was browsing the internet. And that's what happens when I browse the internet on this connection. Everybody turns into a robot.
I don't know. You guys are fine for me when I can actually hear you, which appears to not be all of the time.
I'm gonna
Oh
disconnect.
yeah, you're full robot again.
Full
Okay.
robot. Never go full
You've
robot,
discovered
dude.
me. I shall return as a human.
Retreat,
As I have
retreat.
always been. Human.
So anyways, guys, what do we think about Jake? Oh crap, he's back.
Quick. Let's just... hello. That's new.
Hello, definitely not robot.
Hello, fellow humans. Perchance, would anyone know why there is a recording dot appeared on my interface? Okay.
Nope.
I don't see one on my thing.
Alright. Okay, now it's gone. Don't worry, they definitely weren't spying on me.
Definitely not. Hi, NSA.
No, please, they're not spying from me through the little dot on the monitor. They're doing it from the webcam.
I'm just gonna...
So, hopefully now that everyone's connection is a-okay again, who's ready to do some adventuring?
Sure.
Yeah! Adventures.
Yeah, alrighty. So, let's just say you've been in the inn, maybe half an hour or so, winding down from the very riveting, harrowing adventure that you just didn't go on. When, all of a sudden, I just shook my head for a dramatic effect and then realized you couldn't see it.
Aww.
Just imagine I had done that. In from outside, you see a couple of people walk into the inn, looking vaguely familiar and looking kind of distressed as they, like, throw glances about the place. And their eyes eventually alight on three of you over at the table.
Crap, don't make eye contact.
And they hurry up to you and say, "Oh, thank goodness we've caught up to you. Oh, brave adventurers. We need your help once again."
What seems to be the
Do we
matter?
Mm-hmm.
recognize them?
Who are these people?
Do you want to go ahead and make an insight check? Determining whether or not you know them?
Certainly.
Alrighty.
Yes, because I know we're going to be great at it.
You know what? I like the enthusiasm. I like the gusto.
Ha!
Well, Menhir-of-the-Plains completely 100% does not recognize them. He wouldn't know these people from a hole in the wall. But Chantal recognizes these people exactly from a certain cave hidden underground that was controlled by a certain, chaotic deity.
Oh, hey, these guys! I rescued that old man from prison.
Well, there was a man in the prison, but we were the followers of Tharizdun, the ones you brought us to salvation from.
Oh no.
And we thought we would spread the word and liberate our brethren. They dwell nearby. We were hoping that you could assist us in freeing them in the same manner in which you freed us from the bonds of oppression.
Alright, guys. It's time to go unionize more cultists.
I'll fetch my clipboard.
I'm gonna go put my hair up.
Yes, please, take as much time as is required, but, please, we must make haste within the day. As it happens, there's, an office building of sorts, as much as, office work can be done. And, our brethren don't even know the life that they could be leading outside of working for slave rulers as masters. We have to show them the light of capitalism.
Absolutely, we should.
Absolutely. Capitalism, ho!
Ho! Onward! Let's lead the righteous charge to freedom! Ah!
Yay!
I follow him.
Oh, we just going.
Yeah. Whee!
Gray, how lost are you right now?
I remember listening to this one before, so I have some idea, but it's very faint.
That's perfect.
That's okay. You'll catch along quick, or catch on quick.
Let's see. Lencha's not here. Later. Alrighty. So, in short order, they lead you out of the inn and, out through the village of Honeyheart, where you had previously taken residence inside the inn. They lead you west about maybe a 30-minute walk. They're power walking. They're very interested in getting to where they're going. And soon enough, they bring you to a rather dilapidated-looking building with made out of stained wood that's just dark from all the dust and dirt of ages. The windows appear to be caked over with grime and neglect. It's a rather tall building, maybe 3 or 4 stories high as far as you can tell. Surrounded by forest on most sides. It appears it was intentionally built far away from the rest of any kind of civilization.
Okay, not weird at all.
Definitely normal.
This is where our fellows in arms are held captive by the bonds of the establishment. We've got to bust them out of here.
All right, lead the way.
Yeah. A funny thing about that is, we actually have never got access into this building, so we don't have any key or anything to get in here. And the door is too sturdy for either Morton or myself to break down, so That's kind of why we need you for this part. And then probably once we get inside, we can't imagine the corporate slave masters will relinquish their human cattle so easily.
Well, we have just the right person for this job. And she's sick tonight. So, I guess we have to... I'd like to look at the door. Does it look like I can kick it in?
It looks like a wooden door. You can't exactly tell how thick it is because it's locked. But it doesn't even really budge when you just try to give it a tentative push inwards.
I think you're probably going to break your, leg if you try that.
Nah.
I do have these tools if you want me to try it. I haven't
I
had
think
much
you
luck
should
in the
try
past,
it.
but... Okay, let's see.
Better than, sprain.
Oh!
See?
It's like a fine maestro with a violin. You play the lock just beautifully. You touch the lock in all the right places.
Robo DM strikes again.
The robot is not back. You have ruined my perfectly laid plan, so I shall punish you with words.
Would a robot really use the?
What are you talking about?
I just don't feel like a robot would use the phrasing with the. I feel like that's antithetical to robot. They're futuristic, not historical.
What about, ever watched Pulp Fiction, man? Oh, when I lay my vengeance upon thee, dude, I didn't know they brought Sam Jackson back from the Renaissance. Asshole. I know.
Been a
who's
while.
going first. So anyway, the door just it swings open on rusty hinges. It's so perfectly do you pick the lock.
Well, excellent. Is there anything inside?
Would you like to step inside?
I'll open the door without stepping
Alright.
inside.
Then in that case, here is what you see. I'm just gonna move you to the map because I'm awesome. You see a small foyer inside. It appears to... Well, you aren't meant to be here yet. Perfect.
Ah! I've gone blind.
Ah, shit. Well, in that case... Boom, you are here in spirit, but not in form. Except Alentia, who is just not here permanently. And... yeah, perfect. Alright, you peek inside, and you see a small... perhaps a reception area. This may have been a hotel or something at some point, because the lobby seems to be, big and wide open and grandiose, aside from the fact that there's nothing in here, and it's just kind of rotting away with age and neglect. You see one person behind some kind of a counter, and you see a small room kind of shoved into one corner of the foyer.
What does the receptionist look like?
Ooh. Well, you're just peeking in through the door, and he's kind of far away, so if you'd like to know that, you could either step inside, or you can make me a perception check.
I can perceive things.
Debatably.
Really.
He appears to have 2 legs. You don't see any fangs. Appears to have a skin tone ranging from either very light to very dark. He appears to be standing on 2 legs. He might be wearing clothes, but you can't really tell from this far away. It's a bit dusty inside.
Got it. Bipedal humanoid. They're all the same. Well, unless anybody has a better idea, I'd step in, pretend I'm supposed to be there.
Well, obviously we're supposed to be here.
It's our calling.
Yeah, I'm fine with that way.
Alright. Then you take a step inside the room, and your man alive, your unionized companions follow suit.
All right. So, I'd like to turn and ask my companions, you know what floor your friends are on?
My friend, these are our friends are all around us. Anyone working in this building, receiving unfair wages, they are our allies in this. We must liberate them. Or, failing liberation, we must allow their spirits to ascend to a higher realm, with or without their corporeal form.
I turn to Chantal. Wait, you're Chantal, right?
Yes.
Okay. I mixed up your character and Elizabeth's character for a minute.
It happens. Our names are too similar. They really are.
Well, you're basically sisters, so.
Basically.
Anyway, I turn to Chantal. Well, all right. You've got a pretty smooth tongue. Let's see if you can go talk that receptionist into joining our cause.
Absolutely. The more for the union, the better.
All right, I'll back you up.
All right, come along, wingman.
The previous followers of Tharizdun follow you with almost like an enigmatic energy.
Get weird. It's fine.
Don't worry, it's a good touch.
Right.
As you approach the counter, now that you're closer, you see that it's a young, teenage-looking fella. You know, acne, kind of unkempt, oily hair. You know, whole 9 yards. He's just kind of drawing on the dust that's accumulated on his desk. And as you approach, he just kind of looks up, absently.
Oh, man, teenagers.
My God. We weren't prepared for this.
Guys, we gotta go back.
Fuck it. We can't do it.
It's the bees all over again.
No.
I will very, not too loudly, but, just loud enough to clear my throat.
The guy, looks up with a bit more purpose this time, and he, squints his eyes at you, and he goes, Is that? Oh my God! And his eyes just kind of light up. Oh my God, it's Chantal! Okay. Breathe. You can do this. You can do this. Thank you so much. You've come here to liberate the rest of us.
Sure
We've
have.
heard the tales of Alencia the Charismatic and Chantal the Liberator. Let me just say, it's an honor to meet you in person.
Cool. Okay, so you're gonna join us? Be liberated?
You mean you don't remember? I was there. I was in Tharizdun's cavern. You
Oh my gosh, you were.
She remembers me. Alencia remembers me. And it takes him a while for him to
Not Alencia.
Fuck! No! He kind of cowers back. Please forgive me. I'm so sorry.
It's fine.
Of
Just
purple hair.
Get out from the desk. It's fine.
At once. And he scurries back behind, and you can see he's giddy with excitement.
Okay. We have followers now.
All right. What? I'd like to poke my head in this office over here and see what's going on.
Go for it. Would you like to be sneaky about it? Might have.
I think we're pretty well past that.
Inside, you see quite a sight. There's what appears to be a kind of shrine to Avandra, similar that you saw earlier with the 3 squiggly marks. And you see a person kneeling at it, with their head down, bowed in prayer. And they don't appear to have noticed you walking up on them.
Well, I want to be respectful, so I'd like to quietly knock on the door frame.
I like the sound effects. That'll give you. Yeah.
That's a good touch.
The young woman who's laid herself on the ground, like, looks up back to you, almost like she's been caught. You know, she's startled. But once she realizes that it's, in fact, the one and only Stone and River who has bestowed his presence upon her, she, like, throws herself at your feet and says, "Oh, thank the gods! They came back! They've returned!"
Well, I take it you're here to join our corporate revolution.
Yes, Avandra heard my prayers. She sent you back to us. Our fellows will be liberated once again.
Perfect. This is easier than I thought. Come along.
Well, yes, of course, but, the four of us, we were the four that you liberated back in the caves of Tharizdun. The others, they haven't yet seen the glorious light of minimum wage.
As I walk back over to the group, I'm going to kind of point my thumb over my shoulder. I got another one. We're collecting quite the group here.
Indeed.
So, now that we've got a couple of you that are in the building, where are the rest of you?
Well, and the person who was previously, came to you at the inn. So, well, this is kind of the regional headquarters, if you can call it that. We've got just people working on, paperwork, prayer, meditation, that kind of a thing. They're just all over the upper levels of the building. But we're not entirely sure what's down the basement. We were never allowed in there, but be careful in there anyway. You never know. But you should know that on the very top level, on the third floor, there's a shrine to Tharizdun. He bestows his special powers to his favored followers. We fear that they may never grow to see the sweet light of equal compensation as we have. They may put up a much greater resistance, especially more so than most of the kind of underlings that you may encounter upon the way.
I will turn to Chantal and ask, are we forcefully liberating?
I think
Minds and all?
we'd prefer not to forcefully liberate.
Okay, just checking.
I mean, if worse comes to worse, we might have to. But let's not have that be the goal.
Got it. Well, so there's 3 levels above us and only 1 level below us. Well, 2 levels above, 1 level below us. I think I'd like to check the basement real quick, because it's probably just storage. Probably no one down there. And we'll check that off the list, and then we can work our way up. How's that sound?
I like it.
You're kind of...
Should we split up or stay as a group?
Why would we split up?
Because it's a great idea. You guys should totally split up.
Because Scooby-Doo.
The DM is way too eager for us to split up.
We'd obviously split up for plot
What could
enhancement
go
reasons.
wrong? What could go wrong? It's just like Scooby-Doo. Nothing bad ever happens to Shaggy and Scooby.
It's not like I'm gonna kidnap one of you and then,
I've always wanted to play a damsel in distress.
Hey, that's kind of my trope. You can't steal that.
Oh.
You could be a feline in distress.
Yeah, but it doesn't have the same ring to it. Maybe a cat in catastrophe?
Yes.
Anyway, I'd like to go check out the basement. If you guys would like to follow, that's fine by me.
Yeah, we'll stay clumped up.
For now.
Yeah.
Right, well, yeah,
I guess I should say for meow.
Right now.
the group of followers go, unfortunately, we're me and my friend here, we're known by these people as radical, free, forward thinkers. We are unable to, if they see us, they're going to get suspicious immediately, so the two of us probably shouldn't go with you. And our two friends, the man working the desk and the young lady praying, they're only junior members. They're not really allowed to the upper levels, so the same would apply for them. It would arouse suspicion if we were to accompany you, so unfortunately, we must part ways for the time being.
So they're leaving.
Yeah, and how are we
Can
not
I
suspicious?
spy check that?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You can tell that the first part is true. Okay, well, Chantal gets the feeling.
I'm just like, these are like my people. They were so excited. What the heck's going on now?
You get the feeling that the first two people were telling the truth. The two over at the inn, that they've kind of been branded as radical free thinkers. The other two, they're probably just weenies who are afraid to go up. You can tell that the part about them arousing suspicion is probably false.
Well, that all checks out. Going downstairs.
Yeah, if they're not scared, I don't really care. It is kind of scary. Let's go.
All right.
Alright. To the basement. So let me copy and paste. No, that was wrong. Man, you see visions of things that could have been and things that might not be.
My magic finally worked.
To the basement. So, the basement seems to be even more kind of dank and desolate than the lobby was. You see a bunch of, like, battered and bruised tables strewn around, dirty and scratched up floor. One of the tables, it has a guy with what appears to be a bottle of something. You can't really tell from so far away. And smushed up against one wall, there is what appears to be a bar.
This is a fun workplace. Look, they've got a bar down here. Does the guy know that we're here?
He seems to be very, very into whatever it is he's drinking.
Can't say I blame the man.
Yeah. If I had a bar where I worked, I'd probably be there a lot too.
Right?
I'll nudge Chantal and point at him. Work your magic.
I'll do like kind of a jazz hand type thing. And waddle on over.
Man, jazz hands and waddling.
Apparently I'm walking like I'm drunk already.
Maybe he'll respect that.
Let me just stumble on up. First here. Just gonna heave myself up and over.
I imagine you do that with a grunt.
Mm. It's like climbing in and out of a well. Jeez.
Backstory on that, please.
What do I find back here?
It's like climbing.
What
It's
was
like
that?
climbing into a well. Is there a backstory for that, or?
Nope. Just sometimes, like when you sit down in a chair or get out of a chair, you grunt like you're climbing into or out of a well.
All right. Sure. Yeah.
Sure.
I think we all know the sound that it makes when you climb into or out of a well.
Am I alone in this? Has no one done this?
The only well thing I know is cold as a well digger's butt.
I'm sorry, what? Is that like one of your mom isms? Because that sounds like
yeah.
something your mama would say.
I've learned so much. Is that like a Midwest thing that I just don't know about?
That's a Uper thing, so that's like Northern Michigan.
Yeah.
Those damn Yoopers and their weird sayings.
Gosh dang it.
Zebras in their wells. Right, anyway,
So,
you've.
What? I'm gonna lean on the bar. What do you got back there?
I don't know. Let me check.
All right. Perusing the shelves, you see a beautiful selection of vintage wines. Vintage meaning bottled maybe about 3 years ago. A couple of like very very cheap gin. A couple of musty bottles of what look like I don't know. I don't drink, so this is amazing for me. Things that are just like a couple steps above just like grain alcohol. It's like 160 proof.
Ooh, hello.
Yeah.
It's probably one you want to get
It
messed
probably
up.
tastes like alcohol, I imagine. Very little else.
We could probably light it on fire.
you certainly
That would
could.
be handy.
Fortunately, you see about 6 bottles of it or so, so it appears they're in no short supply of hard liquor.
Wow, this place must suck. Anyways, you guys want anything while I'm back here?
I think I'm all right. I want to keep a clear head for all these capitalist conversions.
Capitalism, ho! Anywho,
I'll take some wine.
awesome. Let me just.
I'd like to walk up. While she's doing that, I'd like to walk up to the table and kind of lean on the end of it. Hey, buddy, what's your story?
He's kind of very, very drunk at the moment. You don't even need to roll insight for that one. It's plain to tell. He just like looks over at you and goes, "What's my story? My story's the same as yours, except if somebody took a shit in the book."
So, you left your tribe at a young age too, and have been traveling the world just in a shittier way?
If by traveling the world you mean I'm stuck here in this office all day, filling out papers, organizing papers, roughing up the locals, and he takes a huge swig from the bottle he has there. It just never ends.
All this talk about paperwork, I'm really personally starting to identify with the guy. Like me, not my character. Well, have we got a solution for you? We are here to liberate you and unionize you. Have you ever heard of a union?
Can I drink it?
Suppose that would be a rather difficult prospect, but we could probably come up with a drink named the Union. Any ideas, Chantal?
Oh, absolutely. I'm thinking we'll put some whiskey in it. Maybe. Wait, what's he drinking?
Ooh. It appears to be just an unlabeled, I don't know, dark green bottle. I don't know what liquor comes in. Go ahead and roll investigation? I don't fucking know. Well, I think of something to tell you.
Okay.
What?
Well, it's a very
Yeah,
dark
whatever-
bottle.
Whatever it is, it smells like just alcohol. Like, very little anything
Okay.
to distract you from the drunkenness.
So I'm thinking we'll take some alcohol, we'll mix it with some bitter, maybe a little bit of orange peel, and we'll call it the Union in your honor. And you can drink the heck out of it.
And get paid minimum wage.
And get paid. And it's not paperwork.
Well, there might be some paperwork, but less paperwork.
More like less paperwork. Definitely less paperwork.
He narrows his drunken eyes at you and looks at you suspiciously. Are you making fun of me?
No, I honestly don't do much paperwork, so I'm not sure how much a lot is.
I don't know how to make this guy respond to that. He looks at you kind of like... Actually, hold on. What the almighty dice to see. Woohoo! Excellent. So what you're telling me is... I can get out of this whole... Tharizdun, whatever the fuck business. And I could strike it out on my own.
Well, yeah, you could do that too. We're just trying to band all the workers together to fight for workers' rights and equal pay and opportunities and fair treatment. and let
And
that
casual
work.
Fridays.
Alright, go ahead and both of you go ahead and roll a persuasion check.
I am persuasive. I'm not persuasive.
You're not
Let's see how
persuasive!
receptive this. Ooh!
I'll be right back.
I'll wait for him for the climactic conclusion.
Alright, for the dramatic reveal.
It went perfectly.
I'll be honest, I don't really have an end goal for what I expect you guys to do here. I just kind of made the thing and I'm like, well, I hope something fun happens. I'm told that's the best way to do
No
it.
problem. I've already added 2 bottles of wine to my inventory, so I'm
Go
happy.
for it. I didn't tell you how good it is.
Oh yeah, it's fine. Whatever it is.
Bye.
All right, I'm back.
That's
Sorry
okay.
about that.
Oh, hello. Oh my god. So while you were gone, I was looking up alcohol by proof. What the fuck? They've got 192 proof, something called Spiritus. That sounds evil. It's like they bottled.
Well, that's why they call it spirit.
Yeah, it's like they bottled rubbing alcohol.
I was
don't
going
think
to ask
rubbing
if it's
alcohol is that high
medicinal.
proof.
That's 192 proof. That sounds like a weapon of mass destruction. Man, live. Alright, anyway, back to the game. He looks at you with something like hope in his drunken eyes, and he goes, "Alright, if it'll get me out of here, I guess I'm with you." And he kind of
Excellent.
pushes his
Yay!
chair back from the table and, like, wobbles his way over to you. "What have I gotta do for you?"
Well, all of your friends went outside. Did they leave, or are they just hanging out front?
I think they're just hanging out front. So if you want, you can grab a few bottles and go out front with them.
If that's all I gotta do, then say no more. And he picks up his bottle and he goes to raid the bar.
Well, guys, we got a drunk on our side.
He even takes the bottle. I love it.
I love it. I loved how he gripped it. That was great.
Oh, it's sideways now. He's gonna spill it.
Oh,
Oh my
no.
god, it's on the
Oh,
shelf.
son of a bitch. The shelves keep moving. I can't stop it. It's alright, some of the shelves are coming with me. Nope, it's all gone sour. This was not supposed to be made this way. What the fuck was that?
He's too powerful.
He's so drunk he's pulling down the shelves with him. God, this son of a bitch, shelves.
I love him.
Fuck, stole my bottle. At least I got the booze.
I think he's my spirit animal.
So he's son of an ass.
I think he's got it under control here.
I think he's some sort of like mystic or something. He took the liquid out of the bottle.
Oh my god, you're right.
We can do this.
He's a
Perfect.
waterbender.
He's none the wiser.
He's just drinking straight liquor that's floating in the air in front of him, no glass. I don't like it.
He's a drunk bender.
He's a liquor bender.
Well, we're 5 for 5 so far. I think this is going swimmingly.
So far, so good.
Right. So,
I think we should leave him to it and head back upstairs.
alright. Okay. There you go. As I said, whabam! You now find yourself back in the lobby.
And our friends are still here.
Brave champions, have you liberated our fellows from the bar?
We found one. I think he's on his way up now with either a bottle of liquor or just the liquor or an entire shelf full of liquor.
Yes. A big muscly lad, sunburnt.
Quite muscly, yes.
They kind of whisper among themselves. Must be Duke's. All right. Yes, wonderful. He shall prove to be a valuable ally in the battles to come. And they all just like shrug at each other. And you hear one of them whisper, "Well, fuck this." Goddamn Dukes and socks. Please, adventurers, continue upon your journey. We shall await here, and welcome our fellow initiates as they are liberated. We shall show them the light of not working for such an enormous establishment that cares nothing for the common man.
I am mildly suspicious.
Okay, duly noted.
Can I roll insight to see if I can figure out what's going
You
on
certainly
here?
can. Alright. You can tell by the way they're talking about the guy down in the bar that they recognize him, and they don't like him very much.
Okay. Well, fortunately, he's an employee here, so I guess they're just gonna have to get used to it. He'll be in the union
Alright,
too.
that's fine. You know, you can't choose your allies in such trying times. I just thought of
Alright.
a way I could have made those stairs better. Oh well. Too late.
I suppose we're headed upstairs then, lady and gentleman. Gentle
Might
cat.
as well.
Upstairs we go.
Okay. Up the stairs you go. Boop. You appear to ascend the stairs, and you find yourselves in a room.
Do we hear anything?
Go ahead and make a perception check to see if you hear anything. Ooh, lovely. You hear just the sound of people, like the shuffling of some papers, quills scratching upon parchment, that kind of a thing. A couple of, like, hushed, whispered voices.
We're gonna lean over and whisper to Chantal. I hear desk jockeys.
Oh, here's something I could do. Hold on.
Those poor souls.
I
Oh
know.
my god. It's worse than we imagined.
Dealing with paperwork.
I don't see anything from this side of the doorway.
Mm-mm. Look at these conditions, though. We can't see.
Whoops, you
All
didn't
right.
see that.
Oh, yeah. The tables are facing through the wall.
It's worse than we imagined.
Is everyone here just like secretly a mystic? We got table benders too.
Table benders. I may or may not have forgotten to prepare this room adequately, so I needed to bring in a spare table.
Always need another table in the office. It's just a rule.
You hire a new guy. Okay, where's my table? Fuck, we didn't think this far ahead.
I didn't think anyone would ever accept this job. Damn it. All right, I'm gonna step through the door.
All right, you find yourself in a similar-looking room. The
Yeah.
floors are
It's amazing.
The floors are just as dirty and scratched and dilapidated as they were downstairs. Dust hangs thick in the air.
There's a sneer on my face as I look at the dusty and filthy conditions. I step up to the corner and I assume I see what I
Yeah.
can see.
You see Stone and Menhir. Chantal probably can't see it, but you know, it's not exactly a big secret at this point. You see a couple of haggard-looking people hunched over some desks. No chairs, no like ornamentation on it. The desks are just as dingy and kind of cruddy as the rest of the interior of this place. They're huge stacks of paper that you definitely see that I may or may not have forgotten to render. Just like a foot high of just miscellaneous papers. Paper strewn across the desk, paper stacked up in haphazard piles.
So the people are
They're
overly large? You said they're haggard looking people, so they're overly large with unkempt hair?
They're haggard
Boo.
I'm gonna take away your points from knocking on the door earlier.
I personally liked your whining voice after
That's just
I
my
said
normal
that.
voice. I actually have to deepen
Oh, okay.
it to this level, yeah. You sound like this. That's what you sound all the time. That's what you sound like.
So they look miserable and buried in
Yeah.
paperwork. Hmm.
They, like, no.
Well,
Are you trying to be sneaky
ahead.
at this point? Just curious.
I don't think we would
Alright.
have been, guys.
No.
Because in any case, you make your way up to this kind of corner that the wall makes, and they give zero fucks whatsoever. The noses remained buried in paperwork.
Yeah, I mean, thus far we've been greeted like returning heroes, so I see no reason to be stealthy.
I mean, we weren't stealthy when we first, like, in air quotes, liberated these people.
Oh, do I recall, was there a name or anything on the outside of this office building?
No. You,
Okay.
I'll say, just for the sake of it being funny, you saw, like, the brackets of where just a big sign would have been, but any kind of sign is long since just gone to nature.
All right. Well, if no one else has anything,
Yeah,
I'm
not
going-
really.
I'm going to attempt a group conversion. I'll raise my voice.
Hang on, before you
Citizens
do
of this
that,
office,
They very...
we welcome you to join us under a new regime, unionizing to get equal pay, fair wages, fair hours, a smoothie machine,
casual Fridays,
and liquor.
and liquor.
You can gather downstairs. Anyone with us?
The two people kind of on the right side just go back to their paperwork. The third guy walks up to you very suspiciously. Excuse me, sir, who are you?
My name is, and I toss my head a little bit, Stone and River. You may have heard of me.
Oh yeah, just 1 second. He walks back over to his desk and pulls out what looks like a dagger. Alright, yeah, Mr. Stone and River.
Well, we're here to preach the good news about unionization.
Oh, excellent. So you were sent by Tharizdun.
I'm trying to remember. Were we?
Yeah.
For the record, Tharizdun is the god of chaos that they worship. Or at least, that's the person that you met.
That's right, because we were
convict
trying to
from.
organize chaos.
Oh, that's right. So I guess we weren't sent by Tharizdun.
I will let you know that you most certainly were not sent by Tharizdun, but I will also tell you that this guy does not know that.
Got it.
But we were sent by capitalism, guys.
I say we stay true to our roots.
It got us this far, right?
No, we were not sent by Tharizdun. We are here in the name of capitalism.
He grips his dagger a bit more tightly and asks, "What the fuck is capitalism?"
Well, it's where you get paid fairly for a fair day's work and are given benefits.
Vacation time, healthcare.
Yep, vacation time and healthcare. Yes.
You get a
employer has to
voice.
provide a safe and clean, I look pointedly around the room, work environment for you. Cannot make you perform repetitive tasks for 12 or 14 hours on end, like sorting through all this paperwork you seem to have. Overall, it's just vast quality of life improvements for you.
As you've given him this little spiel, the two people who were up until previously doing paperwork, they also kind of stop and turn to you and eye you suspiciously. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Wah, wah.
I really wanted to give you bardic inspiration, but I don't think it would have helped.
No, it wouldn't have. This is why I let you do all the talking.
Did you want me to make one as well? I was just kind of like piping up, but if you want me to, I will.
Go ahead and make one with disadvantage, because no. It was Stone doing most of the work.
Let me just click. Dang you!
So close yet so far.
So, guys,
their representative, if you'd like to call him that, who was closest to you, he looks at you very suspiciously and says, "So let me get this straight. You weren't sent by Tharizdun. You don't have authority to be here. And you come in spouting all this bullshit about capitalism."
I mean, I would argue the point that we do have plenty of authority to be here as your union representatives and ambassadors
Right.
and envoy.
Well, I'll at the very least, I'll have to talk with my coworkers. Come here, guys. Let's talk over all this capitalism business. And he waves his friends over. And
I don't like that.
You hear a couple of, like, very quietly hushed whispers as they go on for, like, a minute. Talking about various this and that's.
Can you guys use your, like, cat hearing to try
I
and
think that's
hear?
what Stone just did.
Apparently, it's
I'm
not
probably
working
looking
today.
at all those papers, thinking about taking them over, because that's what I've been thinking about for like the past 5 minutes.
If you want to, you can go for
Dang
it.
it! I mean, I'm curious what's on those papers most of all. I mean, like, they're working for a god of chaos. Why are they doing paperwork?
Alright,
I mean,
Also,
Even
how does the
chaos.
god of chaos have an office building?
don't think about it too hard. I certainly didn't.
I'm
It's
sorry.
fine.
I really love it too.
After a minute of deliberation, they send one of the coworkers off. I'm just gonna go look at this over here. And she just kind of like walks slowly out of the room.
I am suspicious of that.
I will make a note of it. Would you like to follow her? Would you like to call after her? Would you like to do a little tap dance?
I would like to do a little tap dance. Yes, that
I was
seems like
gonna
my perfect
say-
response.
Go ahead and make me a performance check to see if you are distracting enough to make her stop walking out of the room. Damn.
I
Yeah.
don't think.
Oh.
Yeah.
You know what? Maybe my dance is so bad it is distracting.
Nah, she decides you're just like coughing up a fur ball or something, and it's not her job to worry about that, so she just continues walking out.
That's probably.
You know, we'll do dancing lessons later.
You can make out, is that what that was supposed to be? Luckily, in short enough order, the one representative returns with a bow in her hands and says, "Okay, I'm back. The alcohol hasn't fermented yet." And she turns to one of her coworkers and says, "Okay, so Bart, have you got and then she shoots an arrow at Menhir-of-the-Plains. Go ahead and roll initiative.
Knew it was going.
It's the smoothest transition.
I'm really firing on all cylinders, what can I say?
It's okay.
Alright, let's see. Stone 22.
It's a one shot. We'll just roll with
Sure,
it as
yeah.
long as there's no
Sure,
stone.
as long as there's no nature involved, we'll roll with it.
Nature. Ugh.
If there's nature, we're just gonna turn right around and go back to the bar.
Yeah, you don't put a damn tree in here. I'm gonna go refill my
Go for
drink.
it.
I'm sorry, you want us to fight a bee dude or a skunk dude? No, we're going to the bar.
That's gonna be a hard no right there.
Hard passer, friend. I am also gonna go get a drink, so I'll be right back.
Oh, wonderful.
Somebody said hard no right as I was walking out of the room, and I just heard it in a Letterkenny voice.
It was probably me. I don't remember what it was from, though. Sorry. Except, not really. Descending order. Perfect. Truly the superior order. So Kimberly's also went for a
All
drink
right.
because she's a conformist. And then we'll get this party started.
Okie dokie.
I hate stairs. That's the message for today.
Did you drop your drink?
No! It came close to actually me just slipping.
That's always fun. Was it the stairs to downstairs? Or
Yeah.
vice versa, though?
Yeah, those would suck.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a staircase at the new house, and it even has a turn in the
Oh,
middle.
wow.
Oh
and so
no.
I'm gonna drop lots of drink
Worse.
there.
I think you might want to invest in an acorn lift.
No, forget that. Invest in an
I'll be
elevator.
right there, honey.
I'll be up in 5 minutes.
Well, it would have to be 2 acorn lifts because there's also a door on the outer wall at the turn leading outside. So I'd have to have 1 acorn lift up the 4 stairs, 5 stairs to the landing, and then another acorn lift on the other side up the last 5 or 6 stairs to the kitchen. So there's going to be a transition in the middle. Like, this is going to be a whole thing.
Seems like you have to get working on it.
You know, it's going to be the whole zipline argument from like a few weeks ago. Or conundrum, not argument, because we were all in agreement. Zipline, yes.
Right, no one was arguing.
An argument against practicality.
All right, so I believe Menhir was about to take an arrow to the
Hey, it was-
something.
Someone was certainly going to try to make that happen. Where? Oh, there's my D4. Perfect. Big money to whammies. Alright, well. Luckily, the element of surprise was in fact on this fine lady's side, and Menhir takes a scathing 4 points of piercing damage.
Dun
It's
dun
like a
dun.
bolt from the blue. Hello, dog. Okay, bye, dog.
Did you give him a sugar?
No, he walked in, looked at me, I looked at him, and he walked out of the room. Thanks. Man's best friend. Loyal as can be. And speaking of the most loyal of animals, it is now Stone's turn.
Which one fired an arrow at Menhir?
I think you can take a guess.
Would it be the one with the bow?
What? I think it's the one with the club.
My god, how did you guess? It was, in fact, the person with the bow.
I don't like that one because Menhir is my friend. So I'm going to draw both my rapiers and hurl myself at that person with a mighty kitty cat roar.
Oh, that reminds me. We need music. A boom.
And then, let's see, I'll do that.
Thank you, fam.
Appreciate it. They need to integrate in the jukebox the ability for you to assign sounds to individual players that they can like go to the
No.
jukebox and click to
Yeah,
trigger.
it's really a shame that I've not yet looked into that, if that's an option.
I don't think it is.
Thank goodness. I
Unfortunately.
mean, darn. As I said, they need to implement that. But in the meantime, you will have to
Right.
make yourself okay. How would you like to do it?
Oh, that was
That
enough.
was certainly enough. Please.
Ah,
They don't even earn the minimum wage, man.
I will just slam the rapier through. Is it a man or a woman?
I intended it to be a lady, but I don't care. Lady.
Okay. Well, I don't particularly care. I just want to make sure I use the right pronoun, which of course maybe they identify as something else. So I'm just going to slam the rapier through their throat, and as they fall to the ground, turn and shout to my companions, "Ha! Ah! This is easy," and then attack the one next to me.
Alrighty. Well,
Oh,
luckily, they were kind of looking to attack you first, so he manages to catch your rapier on his dagger, and definitely turns it to the side.
all right. That's it for me.
Alrighty. Now, let's review from turn order. And now it is the lady with the spear's turn. And she, upon seeing Menhir was fired at and didn't want any fucking piece of stone and river, making a beeline for Alentia. Failing to see Alentia, she goes and
That's lady.
I caught it before you did. Suck it. And
When your DM's more of a brat than you are.
yeah, I'm more of a brat than you are. Nah, we're just gonna leave all the bees. We don't want to do this. We're ready to be railroaded, man. No, let's not do it.
Revenge, bitches.
All right, I promise this isn't just me. She got a critical hit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. I feel really bad about that. I'm sorry.
You should feel bad about that.
Well, I don't anymore. So, joke's on you though.
And if not, I'm gonna make you feel bad. But I think I failed that.
They must not have hired this person for the... Fuck. Imagine I just said something really witty there. And go ahead and take 8 points of piercing damage.
How
8
many?
points. That was a critical hit. It wasn't.
Yes.
Oh, bring it.
She gets you right in the leg muscle with her spear.
My leg muscle.
Which one?
Squat day.
Whichever one hurts the most. Now it is Menhir-of-the-Plains' turn.
Okay. First order of business, getting atop the table.
Of course, don't know why it's... Oh! Hold on, I can remedy this. To back, bam! You managed to successfully gain a height advantage by being on the table.
Oh, nice.
Am I out of sync? I'm not seeing anything. Or did you make a roll?
I've also not seen anything. I thought you were just patting yourself on the back for a job well done.
Oh,
And I was. I found out I can't talk and look at my spell list at the same time, so I cast Firebolts and it looks like it failed.
You can't talk and look at spells at the same time?
Yeah, it puts me to my other page. So as soon as I start talking to cast something, the page goes
Huh.
away.
Weird.
weird.
Yeah, it's just what I have my talked bound to.
Alright, and who would you like to be shooting that at?
It'd be the one next to Stone and River.
Alright. Well, in either way, you're too preoccupied with being up on the table, so your blast goes a little bit wild, and it misses this guy by quite a large margin, and it just slams it slams into the wall behind it.
Okay, I'm good. And I'm also gonna be kicking my feet a lot to knock over papers.
Alright, go ahead and make a sleight of hand check.
Sleight of feet.
Sleight of paw?
Mm.
Go ahead and make an animal racism check. Alright, papers go flying. It's a madhouse of papers. I would draw them, but I'm not doing that at the moment.
That's fine. I like the idea of it in my head.
Alright, it is now this man's turn, which he just attempted to fireball, but he's still pretty enraged about the death of his companion, so he's going to turn his dagger on the wily Stone and River.
Yeah, good luck.
Big one into whims. Oh, you don't know what I'm rolling. Well, shit. You don't know that was a failure. He takes his dagger and attempts to stick you with the pointy end, but you're so hopped up on bloodlust, it's trivially easy for you to just sidestep out of the way, and you scoff at his. I imagine in my head that you scoff at his incompetence with a bladed weapon. Right, and
Fool.
and now it is Chantal's turn.
No, it's fine. I just got basically impaled. It's
Alright,
fine.
Thank goodness.
So I'm going to attempt to stab this jerk with my rapier.
Good idea. It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. Aha, payoff it does. You
Woo!
manage to inflict a similar wound upon your adversary, getting her right in the meaty part of the leg. Bam. You stick your weapon into her, and it draws a large amount of blood, and she gives a blood-curdling shriek, you know, from all the pain.
Oh yes, of course, from all the pain.
Naturally.
Yeah. Okay, cool. And then as my bonus action, I'm going to cast Healing Word on myself.
It's even better. It's dominant in the current meta. You feel a blissful warmth just like surround you, especially at the leg area, and you feel revitalized to the tune of about 6 points of HP.
Wonderful. Thank you. I feel revitalized to the tune of 6 points of HP. Especially in my leg area.
Apply directly to the leg. Stony River, you are once again, as they say, up.
Alright, I'm gonna keep after this guy, because he tried to stab me, and I tried to stab him. Neither of us succeeded. I gotta get in the last word.
Go for it. I eagerly await the attempt. Oh! You have certainly gotten in a word, and that word appears to be pain, because you slide
Right.
your...
I still want the last word. Oh, damn it.
Well... Do you have your critical roll chart up, or am I gonna have to just improvise this? Please.
I can pull it up real
Sweet.
quick. I just gotta get to my
Right.
Google
You know
Drive.
what? Just roll me a d6, and I am pretty sure I remember I have flawless recall on what happens on a critical failure.
Oh, flawless recall.
Sweet! Right. You attempt to try that again, except a bit more deadly this time. But you kind of extend yourself a little too much in your haste, and you feel a little twinge in your muscle. And you feel like your next attack may not be quite so dynamite as this one was. You'll be sore for...
-1
Yeah.
attack.
It'll be sore for about the next 1 round or so, give or take.
Got it.
Right. Anything else?
Nope, that covers it.
Alrighty. Now it's Miss Spear Lady's turn, and she's appears to be a bit flummoxed by the whole radiant light emanating. Ha! See, I told you. Flawless recall. It's like a steel trap up here.
You really did get it.
I lost my train of thought, thanks.
So you got distracted.
I was very distracted.
That's still trap yours.
Well, it slammed shut's the problem.
Yeah,
Now you
yeah,
can get it.
yeah. I used the trap once, and now it's worthless. Well, this lady with her spear is going to be a bit spooked by the whole radiant light thing surrounding Chantal. And you know what the only solution to dealing with radiant light is?
I assume stab it.
Took the words right out of my mouth.
Oh my gosh.
Unfortunately, she must have been hired for a desk job abilities or something. As she's a bit unsure of herself, so when she goes in for the stabby, you just effortlessly swipe the blade away with a contemptuous flick of the wrist. And she became worthless, and now it is Menhir's turn from atop the table of safety.
Yep, from the table of safety. It looks like Chantal needs help more, so I'm going to send a firebolt at the one who just tried to hit her
Alrighty.
again. Oh, come
Excellent.
on.
Great.
In a similar vein,
I kicked up a book and I hit the book instead.
right? Yeah, as you said, in all of your flailing about, you've kicked up some loose papers and a book that you found from somewhere. And you decided it would be more fun to set that on fire instead of anyone who's hurting your companions. Right, anything else you'd like to do?
It made a beautiful flame.
And then the next round, you're just going to be lighting marshmallows on fire and doing that. Sorry, Gray, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm apparently a jerk.
Oh, it's no problem.
satisfied with that. Alright, anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, I'm good.
Alrighty. Now it is Mr. Dagger's turn. And, man, one of these days, someone's going to do some kind of lasting damage to the other. As he's going to look at Stone and River. And this Dagger Man will, in fact, have the last word. Oh, man.
No, he won't. I won't
Man,
let
this
him.
guy's fucking... He's dynamite today. He's gonna take his dagger and attempt to cut you up real good in the armish area. And he succeeds, drawing in a small trickle of blood, and he deals you 2 piercing damage. Right.
I'm just gonna sneer at the small scratch he's left.
Right. Now he's gonna look not very fazed by that, and he's gonna make a couple more, like, false swiping motions, like, yeah, come here, yeah. He's gonna be fronting on you for the next round. And now it is Chantal's turn.
Okay. I will attempt to end this little dance and hopefully be able to stab this to their death.
I wish you the best of luck. Hey! You definitely succeeded in the first part, as your weapon draws a much greater amount of blood this time. You got it right in the tummy area, where the vital organs are. But, you know what they say in Reservoir Dogs? It really hurts to be stabbed in the chest, but it's not exactly fatal. As she appears to still be getting fighting.
I'm only a little salty. It's fine.
Alright, sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
Would you like me to draw some... Fuck, what goes with salt? I don't know. Damn, you win this round. I shall be back in the next round. Alright. So now... sorry. Anything else you'd like to do during your turn?
I'm just dandy, thank you.
We now go to Stone and River.
Alright, he's taunting me, and I don't like it.
Ooh, a blistering attack! How would you like it to be done?
I'm gonna go ahead and just calmly stick it through his heart, and then keep pushing in until my hand reaches his chest, and then push him backwards so he slides off the blade and falls back away from it.
It shall be done. He collapses to the floor with a satisfying thud.
And then I'm going to stalk across the room with my tail lashing behind me and stab the other one too.
Well, attempting to stab the other one, you mean?
You know, you can't win them all.
Yeah, just in the nick of time, she manages to flick her spear upwards and just barely deflect your rapier from grazing her arm.
A few more points in dex and I'll be able to win them all.
Alright, anything else you would like to do?
Nope, that'll do it.
It is now her turn, and she yells, "Ah, fuck! I wouldn't have come in today if I knew I had to do this!" She has a very gravelly voice from all the paperwork. And she attempts to stab Stone with the spear. Boom! Hey! So you know how you missed her just then? Yes, I do! Well, guess what? She returned the favor. By also failing to hit you. And just like that, friendship makes the world go round. As we go to Menhir-of-the-Plains' turn.
Okay, new plan. I'm gonna throw acid, and they have to make the save.
I like that. Okay.
I would like to raise my hand and object to this
Wait,
plan.
yeah, great. We're here too.
Too late.
It'll be fine. Okay, let's see.
So yeah, I just entered on the person.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Succeed on a dex save.
I assumed he just had a glass jar full of acid.
You know,
Maybe
like
hire
you
that guy
do.
Maybe you can hire that guy
Yeah,
from
I am a
downstairs to
sorcerer.
just channel the acid out of the jar.
I heard that, don't worry. Laughing too hard to make the roll. Haha! How would you like it to be done?
Oh no.
I'm sorry, you went Mr. Robot
The
there.
robot.
How would you like to decimate your fellow meatbag?
I imagine it's just like a fur ball, but it's a real nasty one. It lands on their foot and they like stumble into the fire.
Top, bring it back. I like it. In her panic, she decides that she's now okay with being burned to death if it means having no fur hairball upon her. Ugh. And so ends the plight of the office workers. I'm gonna go ahead and take you out of combat for the moment. Alright, let's see. That's off, and that's on.
I'm gonna look around. Well, I think we're still 5 for 8, so technically we're still winning.
Yep.
And these guys we did technically liberate their souls from their bodies.
Yep. They joined the Union of Souls. I don't freaking know.
Alright, Menhir's breakdancing upon the table.
I'm making sure to kick off every single paper.
Can we look at some of that paper?
Do you have eyes?
Not lately.
Alright. Go ahead and make a perception check. I don't know. I don't know what to do with that. Why'd you go to the table? There's no papers on there anymore. Shows that you know. That's probably the weirdest response I've gotten to the word, do you have eyes? Right. A lot of it, quick question.
Wait, can I just pick up a piece of paper and read it? Why do I need a perception check to read?
You said you didn't have eyes! What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? Oh, okay, yeah, sure. Any blind Nelly can come in and read a piece of paper. Alright, quick question for you. Do you know Orcish?
No.
Eyes probably won't help you too much then.
Where we're going, we don't need eyes.
I'm gonna look over your shoulder and say, oh, I can read that.
Of course you can. Here you go.
Alright.
And I have eyes, so I don't need a perception check.
I should have made a handout for this, but guess what? I didn't. It appears to be some kind of a business ledger. You see a row for, like, inventory of things, like bundles of wood, drams of oil, that kind of thing, like wagons full of stone or something. You see they're, like, going from one place and going to another place, and it seems like these guys' job was to, like, corroborate the information and, like, coordinate all of it. So this appears to just kind of be like some building material business ledger or something. Like, it was being transported from one place to another.
Do I recognize the places, or are they even listed?
Go ahead and make a history check. Because there are places, but if you don't know them, they may just be gobbledygook.
Well, it's fantastic that I am a student of history.
Man. I mean, none of the things reference like a bar, or...
I didn't say I was a good student of
True.
history. Like, D- all the way.
And deep down, we can all relate to that. But, yeah, the places seem unfamiliar to you. You're unable to place them.
Okay, this is some sort of work ledger about materials being transported from one place to another, but I don't recognize the places. Bunch of lumber and some other stuff.
No, it's probably fine.
Maybe they're building another location.
Maybe they're franchising.
Would we recognize the names of the places?
Think of names for the places.
I assume that I can pronounce the names of said places, I just don't recognize them.
Right. You repeat the names of the places to your companions flawlessly, with an Orcish inflection, I might say. Both of you go ahead and make me a history check to see if you recognize the names that Stone definitely says out loud that I thought of before right now. Thank God. Alright. I mean, darn. Unfortunately, it might be from a land you don't know or just don't care about. The places don't seem familiar to you.
I mean, seriously, have I really been out there with, like, the main city.
Well, that's the thing. I would have given you more credit if not last session. You guys were like, "Yeah, fuck this. We're not being in nature. We don't like this anymore. We're leaving."
It was a skunk man.
So here's the thing: is that I sympathize with that, and like it was really funny. But in game, it kind of established that you were like city slickers. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, that's basically like Liz and my character just. I'm sorry, I'm really not with it today. It doesn't help I'm playing the Wii Shot music because it just really fits the level campaign.
Oh, whoa.
When things work out too well.
I mean, it's perfect. Just listen to it.
Is that the Wii Fit music?
It's the Wii Shop music.
I thought.
That's
It
probably
just-
the noise playing over the, the PA in this building.
Oh, yes, it's also perfect for that, too. But, like, when we did our stealth section and our heist, I had it playing on in the background, and it just fits so perfect.
It does change the whole thing.
And then, once we get to a higher level, I'm going to obviously upgrade it to, like, I don't know, freaking Dragon Force or something with some epic music. We'll go instantly 2 steps from hell and just be really happy. But right now it's Wii Shop music.
Yeah, we don't deserve a hardcore music yet. We're not there.
Anyways, I'm getting my attention span back. We're city slickers. We don't like bees. We don't like skunks. But we're in a building, and we're very well acquainted with doors and stairs.
And we don't know Orcish towns.
Yes, which makes sense. Why you speak Orcish doesn't make sense to me, but that's none of my business.
I didn't check, and I thought about looking for a language you wouldn't know, and I thought, what are the odds they know Orcish? Now I know.
I have it on my list. I don't remember where it came from, if it was part of the background or part
It was
of the
probably the
collab.
background. What? Outlander, yeah.
Because are you Outlander?
Yes, I am! Alright, cool.
I've got to find it. I don't even remember.
He's...
Where is background even on here?
I
Under
think
the-
so, because I
Under the tab
picked.
that says background? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is.
Yep, found it. I am an Outlander.
It should have come from that.
Gotcha.
That's how it was like Mirth. I knew like 10 freaking languages. It was ridiculous.
So yeah, some orcs are moving materials between places, and these people are involved somehow. Suspicious. Can I check another paper? I'd like to see if it's just more of the same. Yes, sure, of course
Okay.
you can.
Someone was talking to me in real life, so I stopped paying attention to you guys. What was it?
Yeah,
Wow!
Well, you're playing Wii Shop music. Get out of here. The music that you've made by yourself is so boring and stupid. I need actual easy listening
play
music.
the-
Wah, you should paying attention to us. Wah. I mean, you guys are a credit to your organization. Love you. Love you to death. Salt of the earth.
Credit to the organization.
Alright, so what did you say that I was totally paying attention to?
I'd like to check other papers
Alrighty.
and see if it's more of the same, or if there's anything
Alrighty.
different.
Go ahead and... Actually, I'm gonna make a roll for this. Fuck you guys. I have all the power.
No, I'm rolling. See, I rolled.
Okay, I was an 18. That makes very little difference. I shouldn't even have bothered. Which sucks, because I was going to make that something of important. Alright. You pick up another one. Another paper, and I have to make this one satisfying, so I stop picking up motherfucking papers.
I'll never be satisfied. Just
We're
let me
gonna
tell
read
you.
all of the 1,003 papers on the guy's desk. Yeah. We're gonna
And each one better be you.
We're gonna reconstitute the burning book.
Push these tables together. We're gonna have room to work.
We need to audit these reports, guys. Their numbers are off. Okay, forget unionizing. We're the frickin' IRS now.
I want these in consecutive order. Can you put out that burning book? We need that one. This campaign has taken a dark turn. We are the villain that we sought to destroy.
We are the litigators.
I feel like that needs a theme song.
Perfect. Alright. On this particular sheet of paper, it seems to be talking about, there seems to be some kind of, like, code word on it. Like, you can read it, but it doesn't make sense. It's like, silver bar? Steel bar? Something or other. It's like some kind of weird... You weren't apparently taught that in orc school, where the fuck you learned that. But there appears to be a really large shipment of it that's coming out from,
Denigrate my alma mater.
Yeah. They, didn't do their due diligence in orc school, apparently. I lost my train of thought again. The trap is shut. I think I had something good and then I forgot it, so you're getting the shit one instead. Now, there appears to be a large shipment of this silver bar, whatever, coming out from, the village that you're in, Honeyheart. And it appears to be going back to, some kind of town called Kiro, which, if you'd like to learn more about that, you could roll that in a second, but let me fucking finish this first. It's signed by a man named N, which, it's, you know, it's not an orcish letter, so that in itself, you become suspicious of it. And fuck you free will, I'm gonna say you're suspicious of it. So there's a large shipment of silver something coming out from Honeyheart, going to Kiro. And, yeah, it's signed for by a man by the name of N.
Alright. So we've got shipments of ore or something coming from Honeyheart to Kiro. Alright, I'd like to tuck that paper into my backpack for later safekeeping, but I don't think we need to spend any more time here. We can always come back and demand an audit later.
Mm-hmm.
As our day jobs, we audit, and then for our night jobs, we unionize and liberate.
We're gonna wrap them up in so much red tape they can't get anything done. I have a bad feeling about what Menhir is doing up by this table.
Just looking. Now that we're officially auditing the place, I'm not tipping things over.
Now that it's official. Nope, I'm good. I'm going to hang on to this piece of paper, though, because I feel like it might be relevant later.
Go ahead and add it to your inventory, and I'll draw up a thing of what it actually says when translated from Orcish.
Okay. One Orcish transaction ledger.
Give me more work to do.
Shows ore moving from Honeyheart to... What was the other
Kiro.
place?
Spelt in English. K-E-E-R-O.
Signed by N.
Alright.
Got it.
Sweet. Alright. Anything you'd like to do now?
Onward with our liberation tour. I mean, we're already on the second floor, and there's only 3 floors total.
More auditing. I mean, liberation.
I feel like we have a really, like, our memoirs are going to be something, for sure.
Oh, absolutely. When the bards, and by bard, I mean me, write songs about this, it's gonna be a mess.
I'm going to check out this little corner here while you guys go over there. Ooh, things!
Things?
What am I seeing? Should I stop here?
That depends. I really wish I was able to see what you see. Oh, there's global elimination, so you can definitely see that. You see a room with filing cabinets. And go ahead and make a... Well, once again, are you trying to be sneakier, or are you just, like, rushing in?
I think we're still past the
Okay.
sneaky part. I don't think we
Just
care
making sure.
anymore. I mean, unless someone else wants to argue that, I'm cool either way. I don't want to, like, monopolize the party or anything. Until we play Monopoly, then
Hey,
totally monopolize.
build another hotel.
It's gonna be like Andrew Carnegie at 11 steps.
Pay up, bitches.
You can call me Trump.
Call me Andrew Carnegie. Those real words are mine. Alright, as you step up to the doorway, a very heavily armored, human-looking guy with a rather large axe and a shield comes at you, barring the way with his axe, and he goes, "Halt! Who goes there?"
Did you make that character token?
Yeah.
I love it.
Alright.
It's so simple, but it's just so it's so perfectly representative of exactly what you were trying to go for there.
I can't tell if you're making fun of me or not.
In such a minimalist fashion. I mean, am I wrong?
No, it's fantastic. I had to hop up just to see it a little more. It's perfect.
Anyway. Also, I like his beard.
Sweet things. I've modeled it after my own beard.
Carrying on.
The beard I hope to one day have. And he just...
It looks like mine.
He bars the way with his axe and he goes, "Who goes there? What business do you have?"
We're here on official business doing an audit.
Alright. Go ahead and roll me a deception check. Because that...
Yeah, I was about to say, I assume that's going to be
Holy
deception. Because I am on it.
Doing an audit, eh? Well, it's highly unusual, but I guess I can let you in. And he, like, puts his axe back down to his side and he just steps into the room. He allows you to pass.
Alright. When in doubt, act like you know what the fuck you're doing.
That's why we have a clipboard.
Open it up and pull out a sheath of papers and just start flipping through them.
These appear to be even more, it's kind of business ledgers. With the same, you know, inventory, leaving one place, going back to another. You can kind of infer that once the guys finish with their paperwork on the tables, it just kind of goes in here into the filing cabinets.
Gotcha. So this is more stuff written in Orcish. Is it all signed for by the same person?
Yes, I'll say it has the same stamp in roughly the same place on all the papers. And this one...
And are there more locations involved or just Kiro and
Funny you should ask, because they appear to be organized within the filing cabinet by location of items sent to. So there's like a dividers, and between the dividers, it's all going to the same place. And like you open up a different cabinet, and they're going to a different place.
All right. Very interesting. I'll say that out loud as I flip through and turn to Chantal. What'd you find over there?
Let me... Very interesting as I walk over with a stack of papers, because yeah, I totally know what I'm...
Imagine you like holding one up upside down. Yes.
Oh, I'm dyslexic. Don't mind me.
All right. I'm going to... Is the guy in the corner watching us?
Yeah, I'm kind of keeping an eye on you, making sure you don't try anything funny.
All right. I'm gonna... What are some of the other cities that I'm seeing on these manifests?
You find a lot of them for the city of Ellensveld, the big kind of commerce town you began in, because that's, you know, big shipping hub. You see a lot of them going from there. But a couple of the smaller cities, like Stony Hollow, the one you went to with the gold mine thing, that shows up every now and again. A lot of cities from like your general area, like in the continent, so to speak, the ones that are a couple of days travel. As kind of the area broadens, there become less and less shipments to that place or from that place. Like a lot of the Orcish ones, like you could tell these ones sound Orcish, these ones sound Elven, blah blah blah, whatever. So like the ones that would be further away, they're less trafficked than the nearer cities.
Gotcha. So we've uncovered a pattern of distribution of ore, apparently carried out or at least orchestrated by orcs. Orchestrated.
I totally do.
All right. I'm going to sketch some notes on the back of the sheet that I already have before tucking it, like just about the other cities.
You got a quill? That's fine. I'm giving you a hard time. You could probably have picked one up from one of the desks.
Yeah, I'll borrow one. So I'll sketch some notes about what other cities we're seeing, just so I have a general idea of what we've seen, and then put the other papers back and say, well, I think that covers my requirements. Did you guys get everything you needed?
Oh yeah, yeah. Got
Mhm,
everything.
mhm, definitely.
And I'm putting back every single paper I have picked up in the wrong order.
I love it. Chantal, did you have any questions for our friend here? And I look at her pointedly.
Oh, I mean, usually I make small talk with people as I'm working, because that's how I roll. You happy here?
I mean, filing room is okay. I mean, it's no outside desk room, but you do what you can with the filing cabinet.
Right.
I heard there's a bunch of openings for those.
Yep.
What? What happened to the 3 guys that were just out there? They get incinerated like the last couple of guys came around?
I scribble more notes.
Yeah, I think that happened to at least one of them.
Alright. Tharizdun must be especially unpleased about something today. Oh, filing cabinets are ship-shape though. He's got no reason to trouble me about it.
So if he's like displeased with your work, he can just incinerate you?
I mean, none of us are in a huge position to, argue with him. He's divine ruler of chaos, etc., etc. All of us were just kind of wayward souls, orphans, thieves, prison escapees, low wage, kind of field workers, that kind of a thing. We kind of had nowhere to go. And he made various threats, various promises. And, we agreed. Which we now realize was a mistake, but what are you going to do?
Well, you guys need us more than we knew.
Well, let's see. Honey, I was an orphan. Still am. Parents abandoned me because apparently I look strange or
Okay, here's a
something.
question. How would you become an unorphan?
I don't know, you get adopted?
That's a good point. Okay, didn't think of that. Carry on.
Ha!
Ah, sucker.
You've activated my trap
Walked right
card.
into that one. That was a quick play trap card. That was a counter trap card. Playing counter fairies on me.
Yep.
It's dominant in the 2013 meta.
Well, I think that covers everything we need here. So.
Well, alright, please just, gone out, try not to make a mess, leaving.
All right, we'll do. We thank you for your cooperation,
Of
sir.
course.
Of course. Best of luck. Don't get incinerated.
As you exit the room, he just kind of goes back to blocking it with his axe.
It's been very enlightening so far.
I'm just marching in. I don't care.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, we're past stealth, subtlety, discretion. None of it matters.
If you could stop moving, that'd be excellent. How did you do that?
Nope. She transcends your reality.
Ha, copied you anyway.
That was good. It's like, oh, I'm going upstairs. Bye.
Peace. Fuck this. Oh, man. You walk up the stairs and find yourself on the top level.
What?
Crazy, I know. I was going to do this thing where, like...
I feel like I'm middle level.
Well, you're not. You're in what appears to have been just like an attic, like a low ceiling, even dustier windows than normal. It's a bit drafty up here. And right in front of you, you see a couple of heavily armored, armed and armored guards, maybe would be the best word. They, as soon as you step up the stairs, because you would have been in subtlety, they go, "Halt! Who goes there?" And they move a bit closer to the doorway, as if protecting it.
Am I lagging or?
No.
Yes, it's you.
Okay.
It can't be me.
Your face. Yeah, we're on the wrong
No,
map
you're not.
still.
I moved to the new map, so it can't possibly have failed. their
This is better.
ingredients. I mean, wonderful adventurers.
Hang on. I've got to look at these characters now that I know that you did them all yourself.
You made all these?
Yeah, wasn't that... my general tactic is... they're all like 28 by 28 pixels, so it's not huge. I find a drawing online, and I just kind of like pixelate it. Yeah.
It's pretty sweet, man.
Cool. I am gonna say that the guy downstairs, still my favorite.
I like his beard as well, yeah.
So, these guys told us not to move.
Well, they just like... they're guarding the door more closely, and they go, "Who goes there?"
Chantal, I'll let you handle this one.
Well, thank you for...
You're the talking one.
You're just the reading Orcish unofficial audits one.
Somebody has to be able to read Orcish, or we'll never complete these audits.
I know. All right. Gonna kind of look a little frazzled. Oh, we're auditors. We're here to audit you. Please let us through so we can just finish up our job, go home, and leave you lovely, lovely people alone.
The guy...
Or else I'm gonna have to get my T70 reports up here, which require like 10 signatures per page, and it's just ridiculous. I don't want to do that. You don't want to do that.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check. Persuasion or deception. If you think you're being truthful, you can do that. All right. Well.
Hey, I don't want to do 10 signatures per page.
Right? Bullshit.
Guess who doesn't care? This guy's gonna like tighten the grip on his dagger, and he's gonna say, "All the paperwork and all the filing will be downstairs. Any associates that can help you with such matters, they'd be downstairs."
Yeah, they're all incinerated. There's literally no one downstairs.
Okay. He's gonna whisper to his companion. It's like a brief whispered conversation. And after a time, she goes back, like retreats further into the room. He's gonna go, "Alright, just stay right here, we're gonna get to the bottom of this."
Oh crap, I hit back.
Oh no.
So, how have you...
I'm going to casually walk across the floor a little bit. Not towards the door, just heading this direction, kind of looking around nonchalantly.
Right. Upon...
Do you have the clipboard?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Right. Upon you moving, the guy's going to become kind of agitated and go, "Sir, please, stay right there. Please don't advance."
Oh, right here? Okay.
You can tell he's becoming pissed off, but you've technically followed his rules, so there's nothing you can do about it. His hands are tied.
I'm technically correct. The best kind of correct.
After a while, a different man, who I have to flip, unfortunately. I'll flip horizontal. Oh my god, I'm magic. A man with a long kind of robe and a staff, with a glowing orb in his right hand. He's going to come out and say...
Oh my god, and the orb actually glows. I love it.
I mean, technically not, it's just color, but, you know. I'm proud of it.
Shh, don't ruin the magic.
Fuck you too. It's beautiful.
Man, you probably talk at movies too.
I was in a theater once where there was nobody else. It was just me. Literally nobody else in the entire theater. That was great. That was the best. I did talk during that movie. What the fuck was that?
It was me patting
thank
the
God.
dog.
Okay. He's gonna walk out and go, "Yes, who is it that requires senior advisement? Or a senior official of some kind?" Yes. He's gonna kind of turn to look at all of you and say, "None of you work here. What do you want? What is your business here?"
Well, we are here under orders to perform an audit and work on some unionization issues. Just, your standard, generic, typical union audit meeting.
Audits. So
Arrangement.
you were sent by our Lord and Savior Tharizdun to perform this audit, were you not?
So, knowing that we are not receiving quite the reception we had on the first floor, I would say yes, of course. That's why we're here.
Wonderful. Well, in that case, you won't mind if I contact upper management. Sweet.
I imagine that in the background, when he said upper management, I heard dun dun dun.
If I could get like the surprised gopher thing out here, I would. But the moment's passed. It would take too long. The ball of energy in his hand is going to glow, and you hear some kind of like harsh screeching language coming out of it. And
as this is happening, I go ahead and set my feet and drop my hands to my waist so they're closer to the hilts of my rapiers.
And the screeching continues for about 30 seconds, and then the ball glows more dimly to where it was before. He's going to say, "Very interesting. Well, it appears my direct superior has no knowledge of you being here. So thusly," and he kind of points his staff at you, "we are afraid your services won't be needed." And then you enter combat.
Man, I was hoping he was going to challenge us to like a Yu-Gi-Oh duel or something.
Next time.
Oh, maybe this is actually where we play Monopoly.
What does that mean? How? Okay, I'm legitimately curious. How do you get Monopoly out of this?
I don't know. It's just like when the game mechanics don't match the tone of the game. Yes, you must smash 3 colors in order to clear a line. Suddenly played freaking Bejeweled.
No.
Or any of the other 17 games that are the exact same concept that my wife has installed on her phone right now.
No, please. Candy Crush Saga is totally different than Candy Crush Millennium, whatever the fuck, I don't know.
Soda and then pet and then, I don't know, ice
You
cream?
kill pets?
I don't know, socks? I don't know.
That'd be a lame game because socks would have to be in pairs of 2. Also, Chantal, I
This
suggest
is
roll initiative.
for the weird... Oh,
It's
my
fine.
bad.
You don't have to, but I'm just saying it's probably in your best interest to do it.
I mean, gosh dang it, if I want to play Monopoly, I better roll.
Unfortunately, now that you've recognized the characters that I've made, kind of ruins the illusion because I have not made very many of them.
I'll be right back. I gotta
That's
go
a
put the
shame.
dog out.
I mean, yay. Please, we eagerly await your return. It wouldn't have been so bad if you hadn't gone first. We could have just played around him. Alright, fuck it, we'll do it live. I know I gave this guy things, but for some reason I didn't write them down.
He has no things. He's thingless.
Yeah. Man, let me tell you, being a eunuch really has its disadvantages in D&D.
Bomb, bomb.
Whoop, whoop. Oh, come on. Right, note to self, creepy combat music. One of these days. Whatever, that'll work for right now. I should have done 8. I actually think we could feasibly do Monopoly in Roll20.
I think it might be
I mean,
possible.
it's just tokens moving around a board, rolling dice, which we've got that in spades.
So much dice.
Could we do cards?
They do have some kind of card mechanic. Come on. For the life of me, I cannot remember how it came about. But I know in some other game that I'm doing, somebody made a deck of cards, and I was very intrigued by it.
It's under the macros tab.
That was probably... Aha, perfect. Ah, there we go. Alright, we can deal.
Sorry, I'm back.
Fine. All players get 5 cards. Okay, no idea what this means. Why does Plains have 6 cards? Plains have 6 cards!
What? Did you draw a
It's
card?
because I took my own card. I snuck it out of the deck.
He's got one up his sleeve, that bastard.
Well, if we're gonna play in character, it's perfect. We could do skill checks to see if you notice.
DM, roll a perception check to see if you notice the extra card he slips out of his sleeve. So sorry, I'm back. Who? Oh, I guess I'm first. Man, that was killer while I was gone.
Don't worry, they waited for you.
Well, I'm gonna make this easy. Wham bam.
Thank you, sir. Okay. You manage to strike him with 2 very solid hits. One in the leg and then one right through the guts area. And the ball of light in his hand just kind of glows more brightly. And he just kind of sneers at you and says, "Let me guess, you're not really auditors, are you?" And he appears to be totally unfazed by the whole transgression.
Interesting. That's my turn.
Alright.
Next.
On to Menhir. Alive.
I don't like this, and I tried putting everybody to
Alright.
sleep.
Everybody, you say.
Oh,
Dude!
Yeah,
Yeah.
don't worry.
all enemies. Yeah. And it starts the lowest HP
Right.
and moves up.
Then in that case, you manage to put both of them to sleep. So they both fall into some kind of magical slumber. As notated by the frowning almond icon.
Frowning almonds mean sleep. I knew that.
Right. Good job. They're now both successfully asleep.
So
and now we kill them.
from my vantage point, I'm going to call to my friends, not loudly, but just in a normal tone of voice so we don't arouse any suspicion. There's more people in the next room.
Because, of course, there is.
But I agree, we should kill them while they're asleep. Because I'm a pragmatist, and it's easier that way.
Alright. Well, unfortunately, Menhir just attacked, so he's probably unable to do it. You just attacked with questionable results. Menhir, anything else you'd like to do during your turn?
I moved a bit closer to him, and that's
Right.
about it.
Does it say how long the sleep lasts, or if they can wake up just by, like, natural means? Because it looks like that is not possible.
Yeah, I don't think it's possible just because it's such low damage.
Okay.
They can be woken up by something else if they're awake.
What? They can be woken up by something. Yeah.
Like if there's another creature who's awake in like another
Okay.
area, they can come by and wake them up
Okay.
naturally.
What about stabbing?
Yeah, that'll wake them up. But I think we have like automatic crit against them or something like that. I'd have to look
You
through the rules
definitely
real
have
quick.
advantage against them.
Yeah.
Seems like a pretty advantageous situation, which Chantal can find out more about because it's her turn.
Whee! Alright, I'm gonna stab the jerk. Can I stab him from right here, or do you want me to, like,
No,
scoot
it's
all the
fine.
way
It's
around?
still, I count that as in a space adjacent to him. Yeah.
Okay.
Which, I mean, they could also attack you from right there if he was not magically asleep. So.
Right. I mean, details and whatnot. Yeah, I'll try and see, hopefully, if I can get a crit.
Go for it. Make an attack with advantage. Alright, lovely. You place a
Oh.
what's that?
Not that great.
You place a magnificently placed strike right to the tummy area, and he doesn't even flinch. He's still 100% asleep. And as soon as you, like, pull the blade back out again, the ball of light, which is still in his hands despite him being asleep, it glows more and it heals the wound completely. Like almost instantaneously, the bleeding stops.
I want that ball of light.
He's sleeping. What's stopping you?
That is an excellent.
I don't know. What is stopping me?
Take it and run.
think that-
Take the money and run.
What's that
I
from?
have no idea. Take the money and run.
Oh, I'm thinking Scrubs with a muffin. Never mind.
I was thinking Whole Lot of Love by Led Zeppelin mixed with whatever that song is actually from.
So,
Take
totally unrelated to D&D, but I've been getting...
Oh, Steve Miller Band. Yeah.
I've been getting alerts for new houses being listed in a couple of counties
Why the
around here
fuck would
for a
you want to know
while.
about that? Sorry.
Because we've been
You
looking
said
for houses.
For the past while, I thought it was like, oh, are you looking to buy a house? We noticed you've been buying houses. Would you like one over here?
No, I signed
Okay,
up for
okay.
them. Specifically to be alerted so that I could check and see if it was one that would
Okay,
meet
I'm
our
with you now.
criteria. But I got an email at 8:20 and another one at 9:36, and I thought they were the same email. It says new listing, 1895 Hancock Chapel Road, and then like the rest of the address. And then the second one says new listing, 1985 Hancock Chapel Road, and then the address. I'm like, okay, so somebody typoed it, corrected the listing an hour later. 1895, 1985, like, I get it,
That
you know.
happens.
Some realtor just flubbed the numbers. No, that's two separate new listings, one at 1985 and one at 1895, on the same road in the same town, listed within an hour of each other.
Wow. Not bad.
That doesn't seem good.
It seems weird to me that
Don't
there are
question it.
houses 100 apart on the same street. Maybe it's different in the suburbs.
I just thought it was funny that it was 1985
It's not
and
right, yeah.
1895.
Like, just close enough where it's... Oh, well, that's probably a typo.
Anyway, carry on.
My wayward son.
No, we were talking about the
Yes,
Steve Miller
and-
Band. Stop going to Kansas.
I can't help myself.
Is it still Chantal's turn then?
If you'd like to do anything, it is.
Despite the fact that I just stabbed that dude, could I attempt to grab that orb of light?
Because I think it'll be funny, yeah, go for it. Go ahead and make a... Go ahead and make a wisdom saving throw while attempting to grab it.
I'm making good decisions, guys.
Oh my god.
Boom!
Okay, so as you reach out for the ball of it, what would you like to do once you have your hand around it? I'm curious. Like, what's the objective here? Is it like you want to take it out of his hand and put it into your hand?
I mean, I assume the objective was just for her to now own this thing.
That's
Yeah,
that's what I...
that was the joke about you being a robot all day. It's like the most robot
Would
thing
you
to
like
have.
to gain sentience? Would you like possession of the glowing orb?
Objective. Like, I think it's robbery, maybe burglary,
Thievery. Just plain old.
larceny.
Yeah.
Right? So,
I mean, you guys don't let me do arson anymore, so I guess I must move on.
Menhir's the only one who can perform arson anymore. You don't get mad when he does it.
Keeper can't put fire, not in real life, not in the game, man.
Right. So you reach for the glowing, pulsating orb of energy, and as soon as you make contact with it, you feel just like an overwhelming flurry of like emotions and nonsense, and like an assault upon your psyche. But you are, for some reason, somehow like, it's like a hobbit with the one ring. You're just kind of like impervious to it. So you can feel just like this whirlwind of sensations, but it doesn't affect you in any huge way. So you have now successfully obtained this glowing ball of energy.
And we're gonna stop touching that and put it in my bag.
Alright. +1 orb of energy.
Cause it's sweet. Let me actually add that to my inventory.
Go for it.
Go for it. Take that, strange bearded dude. I got your orb.
All right. Is that Chantal's turn?
Yeah. Moving, attacking, and picking up an otherworldly energetic ball. I'm gonna say yes. So now it is
Okay.
Steve's turn.
Well, it's only theft if he's still alive.
That, if Skyrim has taught me anything, it's taught me that that is definitely true.
Gotta kill all the witnesses.
Alright. How would you like to do both of them? You kill him on the second one, but since he's asleep, I'll give you the first one as well.
I mean, I'm gonna be merciful and just stab him through the eye so I get to the brain quick so he doesn't suffer.
That's the gentlemanly thing to do.
Yeah, he'll have to have an eye patch if they're gonna do an open casket funeral, but that's still not too bad.
I wish I could take out the glowing ball of light in his hand, but what am I gonna do? Alright, anything else you would like to do?
Nope, that'll pretty much do it. There, no ball of light.
Oh, dude, perfect. You must be a Photoshop wizard. Alright.
Absolutely.
Menhir-of-the-Plains. You're up.
Okay, do we want to deal with the other guy too?
Well, I see at least 3 more in the next room, so...
Alright,
So,
first of all,
yeah.
that's cheating.
Okay, let me...
Second of all, you're correct.
I'm looking through a doorway. Having eyes is not cheating. I believe we established this earlier.
You don't need a perception check if you have eyes to read.
Duh.
Sure.
Alright, that shut me up.
Okay, now looking through my stuff, I don't have very good attacks.
I'm gonna go let the dogs in while you sort this out.
Well, you get your crap together, Greg.
I'm going to give you time to get your
I
shit
don't have-
together.
I got the magic and I got nothing else really.
Do you have like creepy touch attacks? Like chill touch? Sorry, totally metagaming.
No, I have acid splash and I have oh, I could magic missile and these.
You don't even have to roll to hit with that.
I don't have any great attacks. I just have one that instantly hits anything I want dead.
Well, he's already on the ground. Why waste it?
Pour some
Oh, you
acid
know
on his face.
Yeah, I'll just cough up another hairball.
But
You are certainly able to do that. Huh. Dex save of 13. I'm going to assume he automatically fails. Because he's, asleep.
Yep.
Alright. So with that, it's like, the universal sensation of being woken up by somebody spilling a hot cup of coffee on you. Where he's going to wake up just, like, screaming in pain. And,
Accurate.
searching around,
Oh yeah,
he
that's
sees
normal.
men here in the classic cat hacking up a furball position. And, let's see. Let's see if this guy's a morning person. Yeah, he recognizes pretty straight away that you somehow inflicted approximately 6 hit points worth of acid damage on him. Oh my god, that smells delicious. Either I had a stroke or someone's making some pulled pork. Alright, anything else you'd like to do?
Nope, I'm pretty happy with that.
Haha, awesome. It is now this guy's turn, and seeing as you both put him to sleep and coughed up one of the world's nastiest furballs on him, he's going to take a swing at you with his dagger.
Ow.
And,
And also, as an aside, I need to roll a D100.
excellent.
Oh no, D20
Excellent.
first. Sorry,
Go
I
for
forgot about that.
Oh.
Okay.
Unfortunately, not this time. One of these days.
One of these days, Grayson.
It'll happen eventually.
And it'll be amazing.
Yep,
Maybe you'll turn into a plant.
I don't know what else is funny. Alright, so he just takes a wild swing with his dagger, and he's very far from hitting anything. You don't even have to sidestep it, he sucks. And now,
He does have furball on him.
that is true. It probably threw off his aim somehow. And now it is Chantal's turn.
Yo, okay, let's go ahead and just stab this guy. This guy, apparently I'm going Midwestern again. Oh boy.
I actually thought that was more a New York, Brooklyn accent.
Maybe, I don't even know right now.
Ooh, not bad. You take advantage of his newly woken up state, and you get him a right hit. You suspect he might have hit a lung, and he coughs up quite a lot of blood. So he looks very, very in poor shape, but still pretty miraculously alive.
You know, I'm impressed.
Right, anything else you'd like to do?
Nah, I'm good.
Alrighty. Then in that case, it is Stone and River's turn.
All right. So he's still alive. We haven't
He
killed
is
him yet.
alive.
All right. I'm going to step over this fella, and then go ahead and take a couple shots at him.
Alrighty. Well, how would you like to perform that?
I'm just gonna slide over his friend, and it's a rapier. It's all finesse, so just slip it right between his ribs and pull it out again.
Very successful. He slumps over just in a bloody pile.
And then I'm going to quickly sidestep out of the doorway and let my friends know. Well, so I guess I should clarify. Is there a door here, or is it just a doorway?
I'll assume you see, like, the busted up frame of where a door used to be. Currently, there's just empty, rusty hinges.
Okay, so the things that I've been seeing
Yeah,
through
you
that
can actually see that.
connection.
If I wanted to put a door there, I would have put a door there.
Okay, just making sure. I didn't want to ruin something. And step to the side and tell my companions there's more of them coming this direction.
Goody.
That should be
And
fine.
with I'm gonna go ahead and hold my second attack. So if anything comes through the door, I can
Right.
use it.
I will allow that. Menhir-of-the-Plains, how would you like to take your turn?
Looks like we're trying to wait for the next group to come in.
Stone definitely is.
Well, it looks like I can see one. That one.
Alright. That is, in fact, a person.
Yeah, okay, I'm gonna throw a fireball at the
Alright.
person. Or a bolt, not ball.
Ah, you know, what can you do? If you believe, it can be a fireball. Really, oh my god. Really, the
Hey.
only difference is the amount of gusto, and you certainly put a lot of it on that one. Holy shit. How would you like to do it?
I imagine I thought it was a book or something that burns easy. And I'm kind of surprised when there's a scream.
Yeah, they let out an ear-piercing shriek as they get slowly burned alive and slump to the ground in just a burnt, you know, a mangled corpse.
And I move back.
Alrighty. So now, at least one of these guys, gonna go ahead and give these guys a turn. Whoopsie, pardon me, sir. I can never make this easy for myself. Let's see. They get a turn. Okay. 10. Hello. And no, pardon me. Perfect. Alright. Now these guys come into the turn order. And you already went. Alright. Mr. Cool Axe Beard Sword Guy is going to come into the room and kind of skirt around Stone, seeing his bloody rapiers. Assuming...
So, I believe I'd get to use my held
you
attack
would,
then.
and I definitely did not forget about that. I was just testing you. And you passed. Congratulations. Ooh, a savage blow. As this guy walks in with his axe upraised, you manage to slip him with your rapier right in his unarmored leg bit. And he, like, winces with the pain and he has to kind of hobble around you to free up the doorway. As he comes at you with his axe. What's your AC?
16.
Barnacles. You were preparing your action for long enough that you managed to just barely deflect the blade of his axe with the hilt of your rapier, sending it just careening off to the side.
Excellent.
Now, what did miss this person? Unfortunately, this person can't get up to where you are, but the next guy has got to hurdle a table or something. He's able to step right up into the doorway and take a swing at the man, the myth, the legend, Stone and River.
Sensing a trend.
Don't be a melee character. Unfortunately, once again, these guys are perhaps a bit rusty, as he swings wide, having to rush all the way to the doorway, and misses you by a couple of inches.
Alright.
Well, bam, Chantal, you're up.
This is all going according to plan. This is my job.
Yep, we're auditing. I don't even know anymore.
We're gonna audit the corpses.
What are we?
Oh shoot! Choices, decisions. I'm gonna try to stab, bearded McDude guy down. I guess if I slipped here, do we technically have him flanked? I never know flanking rules.
Hunter, dude. The cat's knocking down all the books in my room.
Keep it up, kitty.
Did he jump up on the table and knock all the papers off?
Careful, he might set something on
That's
fire.
the equivalent of what he did. Not what you said, Chantal. That was stupid.
Wow.
I mean, your input is very much appreciated.
I'm gonna cut ya.
Mick. Dude. Guy. I also officially changed this guy's name to Bearded McDude Guy.
Alright, beardy McDude guy.
Alright. A successful rapier attack. You managed to get the exact same place that Stone and River got him in. So as you put the blade, just twist and create a much bigger wound, and you might have hit an artery this time, because there's much more blood flowing. It's just like a red river.
Lovely.
Right. Anything else you'd like to do?
I suppose with my lovely bonus action. 1 second. I'm going to give Bardic Inspiration
Who?
to Stony River.
Nice. I will allow it. Hunter, that's a bookshelf. I'll be right back.
It's a bookshelf. Be careful. He might pick it up and carry it off if he's anything like that guy in the basement.
Alright, he's out of danger, but he's stupid. Alright, so Stone's got Bardic Inspiration. Good for him.
Yay me.
Stab good.
Whoops, he went out of order. Oh, well, you'll never know. Stone, it is now your turn.
Alright. So, possibly... so I'm going to give up my extra attack on this turn in order to use that bonus action to rage.
Right.
So, I go into a rage. Raid, current 1. Boom. And I am going to use my remaining attack on Beardy McBeardface. Thankfully, he's flying.
Very thankfully. How would you like it to be done?
So he's already been stabbed twice in the leg, so I'd say he's probably favoring that leg a little bit. Maybe he's dropped his shield some to help cover it. And I'm going to feint for the leg, and then as he lowers his posture to try and catch that, the rapier's quick, I'll slip up over his shield and stab him in the face.
Masterfully executed.
And, let's see, could I I don't know if this is actually
Okay.
possible or not. You tell me. Could I move up here?
Go ahead and make a strength check, contested by this guy's strength, to see if you could push past him.
All right.
Nah.
Nope.
You put all your ferocity
Okay.
into the one strike, so as you, like, rush him, he just kind of pushes you back to where you were.
Okay. I was going to try to block the door, but I'll have to work on that next turn. I think that's my turn for this round, so I've raged and killed
Alright.
that guy.
And now it is Menhir-of-the-Plains.
Okay, so I can only see 2 of them, it looks like.
I mean, there's more bodies, if you count those.
Well, 2 still sleeping. No, might as well sleep again. That was funny.
Alright, I enjoyed it. Alrighty then. You cast the Mystical Sleep, also give us a d20 roll. You managed to put to sleep the one swordsman. That sucks.
Crap.
You managed to put the guy to sleep who's blocking the doorway. But the lady with the spear behind him, she's perhaps made of sterner stuff, and she remains upright and not asleep.
Alrighty. And with that, I end my
Alright.
turn.
Bearded McBeard guy's dead. Miss Spear Lady is up now, and perhaps sensing some kind of desperation, she retreats way further into the room. Whee. Alright, that's done, and now Chantal, you are up.
Hey. Step in the blood. Ooh, I don't like where she's going now that I finally zoomed out just a scope. Lillian. I know the dude's sleeping, but can I like kind of step over him and into the room?
Yeah. Go ahead and make a dexterity check. Or acrobatics. Acrobatics would probably be more apt. And easier.
Oh, sorry, I
That's
just
fine,
double
you're right.
clicked.
As graceful as the gazelle across the African plains, you brilliantly leap over him. He doesn't even notice.
Ah. I don't remember killing that one.
Well, you didn't. Menhir did. There's some fire involved. You can see the scorched remains.
Yeah, it's been here, all right.
Yeah, okay, that checks out.
Well, I won't be able to stop her, but I can at least hurt her.
The American way.
Oh, it's not like fully done.
Let's see. Alright. Wisdom saving throw. Alright. Go ahead and make me a damage roll by rolling up 3d6s.
Yeah, 'cause apparently I forgot to add in all my stuff.
Big man, new enemies. Man. Sure, I may implement some kind of system where they take like more damage if they roll a natural 1.
Dang it, why didn't it do it?
Check the box.
There we go.
Thank you.
Alright, perhaps later. It's not rules as written. I don't care anymore. I fail to care. Alright. You. Oh, actually. How about this? Alright. Just thought of something. You whisper from across the room in some kind of otherworldly language that is not Orcish because you don't know that.
I know Celestial, so it's probably like sounds just awful to them.
It sounds too good. Let's see. the woman isn't writhing in pain as much as you had hoped. So you think that perhaps your dissonant whispering maybe, like, perhaps she has some kind of, like, immunity or resistance to it somehow. Like, she still clutches her ears in pain and writhes just a little bit.
Yes, right. But only a little bit.
No, she still appears to be making her way towards whatever that is, deeper into the room. Alright, anything else you would like to do?
I will throw a bardic inspiration to Plain.
Sweet.
And that's all I can do.
Alrighty. In that case, we are back to Stone and River. Whoops, that guy still had a turn, but he's asleep,
Okay.
so I'm going to discount him for the moment.
So I'm still trying to make it into that room because I don't know how many people are in there, and I got to protect my slightly squishier people. And this guy's asleep, so he's not a problem for the moment.
Correct.
So I'm gonna step over
Right.
here.
Go ahead and roll me up acrobatics. Because I'm going on the assumption that there's still a non-zero chance that you'd, like, nudge him with your toe or something and wake him up. With your feline grace, yeah, that's fine. You managed to carefully pick your way around him, gaining access into the room.
All right.
And once you're in there, now that
So-
you've got two people in here, you see that there's the two of you, there's the burnt body on the ground, and then there's the one lady that Chantal was occupied with a couple moments ago.
Mm-hmm. So she's the only one left standing at this point, right?
That is correct.
Okay. I am going to, let's see, I've already moved 1, 2, so that'd be 10. Movement is 30. So I'm going to use a dash action,
Alrighty.
and I should be able, with my remaining movement, to get right here.
Right, she's still a bit preoccupied with the whole dissonant whispering thing. So she appears to pay you very little attention.
Okay, and that's all I can do since I used my dash
Alright.
there.
And now it is Plain's turn.
Okay, so friends are running in. Sorry, zooming up my map so I can actually
That's
see things. I can't see anything because there's a playing card deck set in like middle of the screen. So let me do that real quick.
Huh. Did it just appear there, or?
No, it's been there, but I've been
Alright, can you
ignoring it.
right-click on it and just make it hide?
Ah, got it. We're good. Okay, there's still some distance of
Alright,
firebolt.
go for it.
Don't you hit me.
Do
You'll be fine.
I mean, that would
What
be
the-
terrible. We definitely do not want that to happen. Yeah.
And here I will cut you.
It's fine. It's
It
fine.
is fine.
There's a sleeping guy in front of you. I'm more likely to hit by
He's on the
accident.
ground. He's prone on the floor. And in any case,
I might accidentally trip and hit him.
sure. You haven't even reached him yet. The shot goes wide and just splashes harmlessly against the wall.
Well, that was exciting. Oh, wait. Kimber gave me
Bardic inspiration, right?
Is it a D6?
Yes.
Oh, as I was going to say, it wouldn't help unless you roll a 6. But in this case, it did help because it was a 6. Bam. It appears to be steering off course, but then you get a flash of bardic inspiration, and it's just like a cartoon, where it's like, it makes a beeline straight for her, and it splashes against her
Nice.
cape that she's wearing. I remember the word. And her cape is now on fire. And I'm ignoring the... Oh, flammable objects can't be worn and carried. You know what? Your inspiration was so good, it still sets the cloak on fire. It was that good.
Well, excellent. I'm quite pleased now.
So now it is her turn. She pays 0 attention to either her cloak being on fire or Stone and River being behind her. And she appears to have forgotten the dissonant whispers. Because she throws herself upon the floor and apparently praying before whatever this stone altar thing is in front of her. And she mumbles in some kind of like guttural, harsh language that none of you can understand. Unless any of you can understand... Not Celestial, what's the other one? Demonic, that's the one.
Nope.
No.
Alright, and I'm guessing Stone also cannot, because he's Outlander. Pretty sure I only get 2 languages. So you hear her kind of muttering in this very harsh language. And that will occupy her for the rest of the turn. So Chantal, what would you like to do?
Huh. How do I keep closing out of my character sheet? That's what
You
I'd
should
like
stop
to
doing
know.
it. What you should do is pop it out into its own window so you don't have to close it.
I do, and then I double click it, but somehow I still managed to close it. I don't know how I did.
Don't double click the X button.
that.
Torval? What was that? Adam?
Oh, mean. So sad.
Bringing it back.
Okay, the only thing I can really do is attempt to vicious mockery her.
Oh! Snap! Let's hear that mockery.
I should just quit.
No. How would you like to mock her?
I think what I would do is whatever she's saying, I'd say it back in Celestial, but do it like.
Oh, that's so funny. Alright. Normally I was going to say that with her resistance to psychic damage it would do nothing. But in this case, you actually do appear to get to her and she like falters in her like incantation for a moment. But she gets back to it pretty quickly. You apparently did not do very much damage.
Don't care, still happy.
Alright, anything else you would like to do?
I got nothing.
Sweetie Swaggin. And now it is Stone's turn.
All right, I don't like these incantations and shit. Also, my mic was muted for an unknown amount of time, so I apologize.
That's why you were so quiet. I thought the dogs were doing something. I'm like, I don't even know what's going on.
I'll be honest.
Oh no, I was totally talking. It was muted. So, I am going to press the assault and try to kill her before she can finish whatever the hell she's trying to do.
Well, that is one way to go about it. You almost pin her to the floor, such as the ferocity of your strike. And when you lift your weapon back out, you are amazed to find that she is in fact still alive.
And Bardic Inspiration.
Alright, go ahead and roll D6 it up. Oh,
Well,
man. This time you are unsurprised to
bard.
find that she is still alive. Because you just miss.
that's fair.
Alright, anything else you would like to perform?
I know that's pretty much all I
Alright.
got.
Menhir-of-the-Plains, you are up.
Okay, same thing. Fire.
Alrighty. Fire, yeah.
Come on.
Granny needs a new pair of shoes. Well,
Yeah.
it was almost a success. In your heart, you felt that it was a successful attempt. But unfortunately, reality doesn't always work.
And
that
that's
way.
where it matters.
Exactly.
I'm a cat. I make my own reality. Get hit.
I mean, you see fire somewhere, like, near her. I mean, it must have been a hit. The cloak is on fire.
Okay, and that's my
Alright.
turn.
So it is now the nice lady's turn. And she continues kind of muttering. And then all of a sudden, it hard stops. And, she's just surrounded by this kind of aura. Which I'm pretty sure I'm able to do somehow, but I'm not entirely sure. Oh, wait, here we go. No, that's a bar. Aha! 10 feet. Bam! She just, glows with this otherworldly light. It's...
I think it's still on your layer.
Say that again?
I don't see any glowing.
Maybe you're colorblind like enemies.
I don't see anything, so seems plausible.
Alright. Anything now? Anything now?
Not seeing it yet.
I hate all of you. 5 feet. Okay. Didn't matter. 5 feet. Everyone can see it. Save changes. Can you see anything now?
There's a checkbox on the other tab for everyone can see auras.
Alright, hold on.
So go to the other tab from the one where you configure the size of the aura, and then look at the last 2 checkboxes.
Oh, got it. Alright. Shit. Perfect. Flawless. Aura. Nailed it.
Okay.
The size of it. The size of it is irrelevant. I just, glowing. Alright, perfect. And she looks at you with, this kind of newfound confidence, and, all at once, the wounds on her body just, they heal immediately. New skin grows over where the wounds were. All the bleeding stops. She looks to be, in perfect spitting health now. And she looks at you with, the angriest anger in your eyes. When you don't feed the dogs at the appropriate times. That kind of anger. Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's serious. Unfortunately, she spent the last, couple seconds praying. So, that's the end of her turn. So now it is Chantal's turn.
Well, that doesn't
It
seem
should be
bad
noted
at
that
all.
her cloak is still on fire, by the way. Just, for effect. That is all. Carry on.
Well, no, you can... The only thing I have left in my repertoire is essentially just to stab.
It kind of works for stone some of the time.
I can't even make it to her. Dang it! Okay, yes. Next
I'm
turn.
gonna get you. One of these days.
One of these.
The pain train is coming into the
Do you have a
station.
crossbow or anything?
Oh wait, I do have a short bow. I just don't have the attack in there. What's a short bow there,
1d6
Grayson?
1d6.
1d6,
Plus dexterity.
yeah.
Or minus dexterity.
First try.
First try.
Boom.
Well, unfortunately you just miss. Which that's kind of a shame. Because I felt like that you could have had something there.
Whatever. I
You
tried.
did try. You tried with gusto, and I appreciate that. I respect that.
That I.
Right.
Okay, who's next?
Stone and River is up next.
Alright, I'm really, really dedicated to burning her down now before she does something crazy, because I don't like how this is going. Let's see. But I pretty much only have one thing I can do, so wabam, wabam.
Alright. Well, good thing there. How would you like to do it on the first one?
So the first
Yeah.
one kills her?
Also, this is a
Okay.
far cry from burning her down, but I'm not one for semantics at the moment.
Well, she is still technically on fire.
That is true.
So
Okay, and she will be down burning.
I'll put her down and he'll
Alright.
burn her.
I'm fine with that. How would you like to do it?
So in a bit of a rush, trying to kill her before she can do something impressive and magic-y. I'm going to go ahead and just stab her with both rapiers at the same time. So the second one's not really necessary, but I'm doing it anyway. Extra ventilated bad guys cool to room temperature quicker.
Alright. I'm just gonna take away the super fancy aura. Bam. Alright.
So glad I could pull that out when we really needed it.
And once you see the aura fades away, all of the wounds just open up again. Like every wound that was inflicted upon her, once again just starts like pouring out blood.
I turn to my companions. All right. We still have the one sleeping back there, I think.
That is true. He is. I'm gonna say he's not yet woken up because that seems just more D&D-ish to me.
And to wake him now would just be to wake him into somewhat of a night.
So obviously we tie him up.
Anyone?
I like it.
Anyone have rope?
I have
Do
rope.
we have rope?
Do you?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
And our handy dandy backpacks.
Backpack.
Or is there a window? Because that'd be horrible and funny at the same time.
Throw him out a window?
Yeah.
It's only the third floor. It wouldn't likely kill him. It would probably cripple him.
We're liberating you!
Flee the building!
I could fireball him on the way out.
You've been fired!
If it makes a difference, there are windows.
No, I thought I was the one that was going to play Trump, so I need to shout, "You're fired."
Yep.
As we toss him out the window and hit him with a fireball.
Do you have a bad toupee?
I look around to see if anyone here is wearing a scarf or some sort of wrap that I could cut the end off of to make it.
Most of their clothes are like shoddily made, and they just kind of like fall apart in your hands. But there's a bunch of beds lying around. You assume these are all the beds that used to be in the inn. They're just like piled haphazardly, and the beds do have sheets.
I'm not putting that on my head.
Alright.
I'm good.
As an aside, I do have proficiency with disguise kits,
Me too.
so I might have a wig on me somewhere.
I also probably have a wig. Oh my gosh, you could be the Kitty Trump.
All right. Is this what we're doing? Is this how we're getting rid of this guy?
Yep.
It must
Okay.
be done.
Trump me up, and then let's do this so I can go to bed.
Basically that.
I won't have you roll because even a bad Trump disguise somehow makes a better Trump disguise.
It's par for the course.
Okay, go.
All right, I'm gonna pick him up.
You successfully pick him up. Good one.
Well, damn it, not with that roll. I'm gonna
You
try
throw
again.
your back out trying to pick him up. Give me a -1 to the next pickup. Thank goodness. You pick
Good
up a
enough.
non-struggling human. On the second try.
And where's the window? Somebody
Down
point me to a window. Oh, okay.
Just follow
I'll
the
come out
green
here.
outline.
All right. I've got him on my shoulders, and I'm just going to sprint to the window and slam up against the wall and toss him off my shoulder so that he goes through the glass. And as he goes through the glass, I'm going to shout, "You're fired!"
Yeah, you sure do.
And the next part's up to Menhir.
Oh my god.
Ba-doo.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I'm going to say then, with the combination of him being hit with a firebolt and him falling like 3 floors, I'm going to say that he's dead. Bleh.
Oh,
Falling
that's so
damage
horrible.
would be about 12.
Oh yeah, that's more than enough.
Assuming 10 foot per floor, so 30 feet up.
Oopsie.
So
Oh,
we toss a
that sucks
flaming
so
body
hard.
out the 3rd floor window to
You're
celebrate our
sorry.
success.
What did you expect to
all of our-
happen? Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh no, I just love it.
Are all of our friends out in the yard out
I'll say
front?
they're still in the lobby area. So they have not seen their
Oh, okay.
companion meet a fiery demise.
I imagine that they're probably standing in the lobby talking, and they just hear outside.
What the fuck was that?
What was that? But it's
Alright, congratulations. There are no more people in the building.
Guys, we only
Ow.
didn't kill the drunk. Oh, and the file dude!
That is true.
Okay, I'm proud of
2
us.
out of, like, 12?
So now we leave, and in a couple hours, File Dude's gonna go to, like, clock out for the day. Where is it?
They all got incinerated.
Shit, Tharizdun wasn't messing around.
He got fired.
Can we, like, leave a pamphlet for the union, like, by the, time?
I mean, you can do whatever you like.
Because clearly we have
You
those
got
made.
paper, you've got ink, you've got quills downstairs.
We got an official looking clipboard.
you're
We
set
got
up.
this.
Bam. Downstairs. Hey, what?
Yep, that sounds fine to me. Oh, I gotta go to bed.
Lame. Alright, so I'll just assume you've wandered back to the inn, successful for a day's adventures, and you're preparing to hit the hay. IRL and in Dungeons and Dragons land.
I want to know more about Beardy McBeardface from the second floor eventually. I hope he moves on to a better career.
Right.
Yep.
Duly noted.
I want him to be successful, dang it.
Let's just say you reunite with all the people in the lobby. They totally understand that, you know, you did what you had to do. Some people aren't as, you know, big believers in the capitalist system as others. They understand that some people can be liberated, some people can't. What are you gonna do? Can't make an omelet without breaking a few eggs. They're still very happy. They express their admiration in ways that I'm too hungry to do right now. And they wish you well on your way to the inn while they stay here and kind of rebuild the place and see what there is to learn and do and scavenge and so forth. Right.
Well,
I'm proud of us. Good job, team. Go get some food. Go get some sleep.
Oh, man.
We accomplished something.
And it's gonna be like after the new year that we can all meet up again, right?
yeah.
All right. Well, have a Merry Christmas, guys. And Happy New Year.
The same to all of you. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Really didn't mean to do that. There we go.
Oh, the world shifted. Ah!
I'm so scared.
You're so tired, the world itself shifts underneath your feet.
Yeah, sadly, it'll be Christmas Day and then New Year's Day. We'll see
yeah.
New Year's Day. It may actually work out.
I should be available on the New Year's Day.
Honestly, I don't have planned on New Year's Day. It's just New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Yeah, same for me.
I might be a little subdued, but it'll be fine.
So we'll plan on skipping the 18th and the 25th, and we'll discuss January 1st as we get closer. But it sounds like we may be able to play then.
Yeah.
I'm up for it.
So.
Cool. Excellent session today, guys. I'm glad you actually did something instead of, you know, the time we won't talk about.
Did you find it unbelievable?
It was, you know what? At
At least this adventure didn't stink.
That is true. You didn't just, like, give me 100 words this time about being railroaded and stuff.
I think we created a real buzz.
I'm trying to think up another skunk pun, but there's just not
So
enough.
whoops. That's not right. I set the schedule for the 18th when I knew that wasn't going to be happening. There we go. Bam. 1/1/2019.
What a way to
I
start.
can't wait to make the joke about not seeing you guys for a whole year.
Cue all the dad jokes. I love it.
Regarding our game for tomorrow, I'm gonna post a thing, but we're probably gonna cancel it because I know that Melinda will be out,
Alright, it's fine.
and then Quasar will be out next week, and then Fang will be out the week after that. So it's pretty much off until at least January
Alright, I'm
2nd.
fine with that. Take the holidays off.
Yep, pretty much.
Alright. Good work today, guys.
So
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Everybody
Have a
have
good
a
night.
good
Thanks for the
Peace out,
update.
slices.
New Year's, and then have a happy holiday.
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
Holiday cheer, bitch.
What up?
Here's